24 hours after a thrilling doubleheader sweep of Whitesville Trinity, the Grayson County Cougars and Lady Cougars travel to the south to take on the Butler County Lady Bears and Bears. These are the top two teams in the 12th district, and the winner of each will find themselves in the driver's seat to be the number one seed in this month's 12th district tournament. And a good evening and welcome here to Butler County High School in the Bear Cave for tonight's coverage of Grayson County Cougar basketball on K105. Sam Gormley and Stephen Smith with you. And Stephen, let's first start with matchup number one, the Grayson County Lady Cougars and the Lady Bears of Butler County. I think I've been trying to think for 24 hours, Stephen, about the word to describe yesterday's performance from Grayson County. The only one I can come up with is ugly.
Yeah, I think that sums it up pretty well. We talked about both on air and off air. Obviously not our best performance, but most importantly, we did come out with a win. So to be able to play ugly and still get a win, I think you said it right now. You said it correctly last night. It's a lot better to get an ugly win than to look good and lose. So, yeah, got to have a better performance tonight for sure.
And I think one of the questions that you're going to hear me ask Coach Mack here in a few minutes is, and I'm curious in your opinion, you've played, you've been a dad and so on. For you as a player in this scenario, do you think it's a good thing that you're playing 24 hours after a bad game, or do you think this is one of those that you almost would have wanted to stew on for a couple of days?
Well, it's always good when you pull out a win, even when you play bad, to get over it and move on. And I think that's what the girls should have been able to do. You think about last night after the game, you probably do dwell on it a little bit, but then you got to start thinking about tonight. And I was thinking earlier today, we made such a big deal about last Friday night, the Evanston County game there at home. That was the biggest game of the year. Tonight, this is the biggest game of the year. Up to this point, that look into that Evanston County game, and now you move on for that, and this is huge.
To quote former Western Kentucky basketball coach Rick Stansbury, why is this the most important game?
Because it's the next one on the schedule.
It's the next game.
Right.
Coming up on the Locker Room Show, introducing you to both teams. Talk to the head coach, Mike McClintock, and give you the starting lineups. That comes up and more right here on K105.
No matter what you're up against, we have your back.
We are United Way.
We are neighbors, helping neighbors.
In communities around the world, when disaster strikes,
We get you back on your feet.
We help children build brighter futures.
We've been here for over 135 years.
but now our work is more important than ever.
Join us.
Join your neighbors.
Join United Way.
We had an MRI, and then all of a sudden this doctor comes in and he says to us, we have the potential here for a catastrophic event.
And he looked scared.
He looked terrified. And he's like, we got to operate now. It just all changed. Life changed.
Bryce is one of the 47 children per day who are diagnosed with cancer. Today's treatments aren't enough. To watch the rest of Bryce's story, visit childrenscancer.org/story.
Here's a simple truth about higher education.
If pursuing your purpose, doing what you really care about matters.
If having a rewarding career matters.
If a better financial future for you and your family matters.
Then higher education matters. A brighter future is within your reach. Find out how at kyhigheredmatters.org. Brought to you by this station and the Kentucky Broadcasters Association.
The doctor said I had a 29% chance to find a blood stem cell donor. But I knew you were out there. And when we matched, it was the best day ever. Dear donor, your blood stem cells saved me from leukemia. Thank you forever and ever and ever.
Experience the true joy of saving a life at BeTheMatch.org.
House at Fisher House.
This is Cougar Basketball on K105.
Welcome back here to the Bear Cave, as they call it, as Grayson County gets ready to take on Butler County. Butler County enters the record of 12-9. They were 3-0 in the 12th district. And you might be saying, Sam, wait, didn't Grayson County beat Butler County a couple of weeks ago? Yes, they did, but that does not count towards district standing. So technically the Lady Bears are at the top of the district right now with that 3-0 record. But with a win today, Grayson County would leapfrog them and would take over the #1 slot. This Lady Bears team, the players you'll need to know, Ava Wilson is their leading scorer, the freshman, 12.3 points, 9.2 rebounds per game. She's just another one of these young players in this district on both sides of both boys and girls. I mean, you're looking at Carrie Ann Williams, you're looking at Ava Wilson, you're looking at Bree Jones, you're looking at all of these really talented young players and girls, and it's the same thing with boys as well. Taylor Leach is their senior, and I think, Stephen, there's nothing better to me when your combination is of your two leading scorers is freshman and senior.
Yeah, we've watched now Ava for a couple years in middle school and now moving up to high school, and I think she was a pretty good contributor last year as an 8th grader. She's really developed her game and really seems to know how to use her body and does a really good job. So she's got a promising career ahead of her.
She does, and she is a post player, but she is a different post player than Carrie Ann Williams at Edmondson County. If anything, she's probably a post player that Grayson better matches with, but she's more of a physical.
A little bit more of a banger, plays down where Carrie Ann kind of likes to get out around the elbow, the free throw line. Ava likes, of what I've seen, Ava likes to be down low and kind of mixing it up down there. Be a tall task, going to have to keep her off the boards tonight.
This Lady Bear team, 12-9 record. They are playing really good basketball. They have won 4 of their last 5 matchups. They lost last time out, but they lost to Franklin Simpson. And Stephen, Franklin Simpson is a really, really good basketball team.
Yeah, probably leading the way in that 4th region.
Denver
maybe with
Bowling Green.
Yeah. So I've heard a little bit about Franklin Simpson, and apparently they do have a pretty good team this year.
From what I understand, Grayson County, I was talking with one of the coaches, I don't remember which one. Franklin Simpson wanted to set up a game, but they couldn't get a schedule worked out in the offseason, and that coach told me, thank goodness it didn't work out.
Yeah, really.
Grayson County, we have a milestone to tell you about that we get to watch tonight. We'll take a break, tell you about that, and introduce you to the Lady Cougars. After this is Lady Cougar basketball on K105.
Do you need help paying for college? Your first step is completing a FAFSA, free application for federal student aid. The 24-25 FAFSA will be available in late December 2023 and is more user-friendly. More students will be eligible for aid than ever before. Kia counselors and others are ready to help you. You're not in this alone. For more information, use the QR code or text money to 800-928-8926. Or you can visit gearupky.org/money.
For the more than 1 million people living with Parkinson's disease, the Parkinson's Foundation celebrates movement at Moving Day, a movement toward life-saving resources, movement toward advancing research and care, movement toward a better life. We care. We fight. We move to beat Parkinson's. Move with us at movingdaywalk.org.
Hi, I'm Dr. Ashley Gabbard, internal medicine physician with Owensboro Health. I'd like to talk with women 40 and over about having annual mammograms, even if there is no history of breast cancer in your family. Early detection provides women a strong advantage in fighting breast cancer. Ask your primary care provider for a referral and schedule your screening online at owensborohealth.org/mammogram.
This is Cougar Basketball on K105.
Welcome back here to Grayson County High School, where to Butler County High School, where the Grayson County Lady Cougars are about to take on the Lady Bears of Butler County. Grayson County enters the record of 11-6. They had that game against Whitesville Trinity last night, Stephen, that I think we've talked enough about. It's done. It's behind us. You get to move on. But instead, we get to talk about better things, including Stephen, we're on milestone watch tonight. Sydney Perkins, Grayson County's leading scorer, enters today's game with 989 career points. That is 11 points away from 1,000. That is a mark that we've seen Sydney get 11 and a quarter before, and it could happen. It could be the fourth quarter, it could be the first quarter, but I hope we see it tonight.
Well, it's really, just like you said, a great way to put it. It's a milestone. Congratulations to her on a great career up to this point. I didn't reach that milestone in high school, actually did in college, but it's gratifying to know that you put in a lot of work for several years and get to celebrate that feat tonight, so congrats to Sydney.
Bree Jones last night played it was an up and down game, but she was good when it mattered. 10 of 10 from the free throw line. A couple of the other players that really stood out. Kennedy Green last night, 6 rebounds, only had 2 points, but the deflections was where she was, and defensively she was having a great game.
Yeah, kind of had her up on the top of that press. Actually, and I was thinking about this, they'll do that kind of that full court 1-3-1, then they'll drop back kind of three-quarter court, and then they'll play that in the half court as well. And she's really active out there on the top of that and seems to do a really good job. Really long arms and is able to deflect a lot of those passes. So hopefully she'll be able to turn around and do a lot of the same tonight.
I also really liked what we saw off the bench of Lucy Torrance last night. Came in, only played about a minute and a half, but she made it. And Coach Mike McClintock, after the game, he said, you know, we recognize those things. We remember those things because you never know when you might need a player.
That's exactly right. Somebody picks up 2 quick fouls, you sub for them, and then you start looking around and think, okay, who's next? You're coming off of probably the best game that she's ever had in the varsity. I think she scored and had a couple rebounds. So, yeah, next man up, and in the post, that next one would be Lucy.
Mike McClintock said, Coach, take a break, talk to him, get his thoughts on the matchup after this. This is Lady Cougar basketball on K105.
Are you looking for the best building materials in Litchfield? Look no further than Future Designs Building Materials. The builder's choice on Quarry Road has everything you need to build your dream home. Jim writes, I'm so glad I came to Future Designs for my new roof. The staff was so helpful and knowledgeable, and they made sure I got the right materials for my needs. Thanks, Jim. Future Designs is more than just a building materials store. Future Designs Building Materials on Quarry Road in Litchfield. FDBM.net.
Building on experience.
Some days are just better than others.
I think you should go talk to someone.
It's not that easy.
Have you been thinking about suicide? You can talk to me, Dad.
It's been a tough couple of months.
Hi, I'm Dr. Ashley Gabbard, internal medicine physician with Owensboro Health. I'd like to talk with women 40 and over about having annual mammograms, even if there is no history of breast cancer in your family. Early detection provides women a strong advantage in fighting breast cancer. Ask your primary care provider for a referral and schedule your screening online at owensborohealth.org/mammogram.
This is Cougar basketball on K105.
Welcome back to the Locker Room Show here on K105. Sam Gormley now joined by Coach Mike McClintock from the Grayson County Lady Cougars. Coach, last night, that game against Whitesville Trinity, when you got the chance to go back and watch it, did you feel any better?
No, the first half was no, but I'm proud of the way they came out the second half. You know, we kind of went man to man, and I told them, I said, you can show us what you got. We're just going to match up with them, and that girl did a good job coming back that second half.
I asked you last night the question about 24 hours later with a game that doesn't set well. For you, would you have rather this game been on Tuesday to kind of let them think about that for a couple of days, or do you like that they get the chance to erase that immediately?
I like the second part, you know, get after it tonight and just forget about last night.
One of the things that stands out to me about your team sometimes is the balance between a good shot and a great shot, but also how to learn how to not pass up a great shot. How do you do that as a player?
Well, as a player, you know, they know what they can shoot. Because we tell them, you know, don't try to do anything you can't do. Now, I think we do a great job, like you said, of passing up a good shot for a better shot, and that's what makes these girls so easy to coach. because they want to share the ball. But, you know, they know where they can shoot from, where they feel comfortable from, and within our offense, we kind of get that in there.
One of the things that your team is the best at offensively, especially, is free throws. I know you're in the top 25 in the state in that category. Bree last night went 10 of 10. Well, this Butler County team is an aggressive defensive team where free throws could potentially play a big factor. What is the key to good free throws?
Concentration. We make them, you know, we went in practice, and now whenever they miss, they've got, you know, a penalty to do, so they try to make them all.
What kind of penalty is this?
It's sprints. You know, got to keep them in shape too.
Well, I mean, I can see that, and I don't think anybody really wants to run. You saw this Butler County team, about 6 weeks ago, give or take or something, at Logan County. Now, that game doesn't count toward district standings, so really it means absolutely nothing. How have they gotten better since that point?
I think they shoot the ball better. They're getting more production from other players than what they had down there that day, and you know, they're a tough team to beat here, you know, in Morgantown, so we're going to have to bring our best.
You saw this team in December. You probably prepped for them, 3 weeks ago or something when the game was canceled at home. Do you keep the same scouting report, or does it evolve over time?
Well, if we get another tape or something, I'll watch it, you know, and I'm big on keeping shot charts where, you know, certain individuals shoot from, and we try to take that away from that player. But we've rewatched a lot of film, so, you know, we feel like we're, you know what they're wanting to do.
Last week, you played a talented post in Carrie Ann Williams in Edmondson. You're facing another talented post in Ava Wilson for Butler. They're very different post players, though. What makes Wilson so difficult?
I think she moves the floor better, runs the floor better. She will put the ball on the floor more, even though Carrie Ann is doing that more this year. But the Wilson girl can get to the rim quick. She runs the floor really well. So we have to know where she's at all the time.
We mentioned this last night, but a win today puts you in the driver's seat to potentially get that #1 seed hosting the district tournament here in a couple of weeks. How does your team do that?
We've got to take care of the ball tonight. We've got to shoot better. We definitely got to take care of the ball better than what we did last night, which I think we will. And our rebounding's got to be superb.
Coach, good luck. More comes up in the locker room show after this.
Are you ready to help your family get prepared for the unexpected? Here we go! Ladybug and Cat Noir know how important it is to be ready. Because you never know when Hawkmoth is going to strike or a disaster will hit. And you don't need miraculous powers. Just put those planning skills you already have to good use. Make a plan that will help you and your family be ready when emergencies happen. Ready Kids can help. Get started at ready.gov/kids.
Hi, my name is Tara Mosley Hyde, and I'm the CEO of People Advocating Recovery. And I am also a person in long-term recovery. And when I first started my recovery journey, it wasn't always easy for me to access resources. So now you can call today at 833-8KY-HELP and get access to treatment and other options and other resources. Call today. There is no judgment and no shame to look for help.
.org.
This is Cougar Basketball on K105.
Welcome back to Butler County High School, where the Grayson County Lady Cougars are about to take on the Lady Bears. Let's meet the starting lineups very quickly for both of these teams. Taylor Leach, senior guard, 9.6 points. Anne-Marie Skaggs, 10.6 points. Parker Willoughby at 6. Ava Wilson at 12.3. And Addison Miller at 4.3. That's the lineup for the Butler County Lady Bears, the record of 12-9. Grayson County, the starting lineup, 11-6 record. It'll be Bree Jones, 9.1 points. Sydney Perkins, 16.1 points. Sutton Van Meter at 7.5. Allie Jennings at 2.9 and Isabel Blanton at 4.9. Those are the starting lineups. Play-by-play's next on K105.
Connection builds community. It grows the minds of future citizens and leaders. Connection teaches. It encourages. It builds confidence. Through relationships, through partnerships, through small daily acts, through high-impact programs at all levels. Connection says together, we can.
The one thing I know about Grayson County Schools, when you get the right people going in the right direction, anything's possible.
We are GC Connected.
Are you looking for the best building materials in Litchfield? Look no further than Future Designs Building Materials. The builder's choice on Quarry Road has everything you need to build your dream home. Jim writes, "I'm so glad I came to Future Designs for my new roof. The staff was so helpful and knowledgeable, and they made sure I got the right materials for my needs. Thanks, Jim." Future Designs is more than just a building materials store. Future Designs Building Materials on Quarry Road in Litchfield. FDBM.net.
Building on experience.
For the more than 1 million people living with Parkinson's disease, the Parkinson's Foundation celebrates movement at Moving Day. A movement toward life-saving resources. Movement toward advancing research and care. Movement toward a better life. We care. We fight. We move to beat Parkinson's. Move with us at movingdaywalk.org.
We had an MRI, and then all of a sudden this doctor comes in and he says to us, we have the potential here for a catastrophic event.
And he looked scared.
He looked terrified. And he's like, we got to operate now. It just all changed. Life changed.
Bryce is one of the 47 children per day who are diagnosed with cancer. Today's treatments aren't enough. To watch the rest of Bryce's story, visit childrenscancer.org/story.
Look around your home, and there's probably something that was made right here in Litchfield. Leggett & Platt is a worldwide corporation making a wide range of products, including sofa sleeper and reclining hardware assemblies here at home. A portion of your Ashley, Lazy Boy, or England furniture might have been made by
here at Butler County High School. Play-by-play's next on K105.
Look around your home, and there's probably something that was made right here in Litchfield. Leggett & Platt is a worldwide corporation making a wide range of products, including sofa sleeper and reclining hardware assemblies here at home. A portion of your Ashley, Lazy Boy, or England furniture might have been made by one of your neighbors. Join the Leggett & Platt team today. We're a one-shift operation with competitive wages. Our motto is, we work hard so you can rest easy. Leggett & Platt is an equal opportunity, affirmative action, veteran and disability employer.
The governor has declared a state of emergency, and evacuation is now underway as the storm approaches. The National Weather Service has issued a warning as it monitors the storm. Those in the following counties, therefore, should seek.
Convoy of Hope is ready to help you prepare for the next storm. Visit convoy.org/prepare.
That's the national anthem here at Butler County High School as we get ready to roll here at Butler County High School. It is the Bear Cave between the Lady Cougars and the Lady Bears. It's the first matchup between these two teams this season. And Stephen, we christened it last night. Do you have Stephen's strategies here for Grayson County Lady Cougars? You've seen these two teams play once this year. How does Grayson County pick up a win?
Well, I think we're going to have to get off to a better start. Simply put, several games we've been talking about it for a couple of weeks now, and it seems like we come out of the gate. I don't know if it's – I don't feel like it's nerves. I really don't feel like they're not in the mindset, but it just seems like they've been a little bit lackadaisical to get started. I think that's going to be the number one key. The next thing is going to be getting out, flying out on their shooters, and then after that, making sure you take care of Wilson on the boards down low.
That's Stevens' strategies. We need like a sponsor or something. Like, listen, Alan Dotson christened it, and I think it works.
Yeah.
It works.
Yeah.
As the lineups for both these teams really quick again. For Butler County, Taylor Leach, Anne-Marie Skaggs, Parker Willoughby, Ava Wilson, Addison Miller. For Grayson County, Bree Jones, Sydney Perkins, Sutton Van Meter, Allie Jennings, and Isabel Blanton. This matchup has been more even as of late. Grayson County snapped a multiple game losing streak the last time these two teams played. They won that one 60-47. Stephen, an important thing about that game, though, is no Sydney Perkins in that game. Sydney did not play. She's missed one game all season. Did not play that night.
Twisted an ankle down the night before down at Logan County at the after Christmas tournament. So, you know, still able to pull out a win, but I think you like her chances a lot more the way she's been shooting the ball.
It's about time to roll here at Butler County High School. Again, these two teams are the top two teams in the 12th district standings. Butler County 3-0, Grayson County 2-1. Butler County has swept Whitesville Trinity and defeated Edmondson County. Grayson County has split Edmondson and beaten Whitesville Trinity. The opening tip is up, and it's controlled by the Lady Bears, who will be working from left to right on the radio dial, wearing those white jerseys with the navy or the bluish numbers and the blue stripe up each side of the pant legs. They feed Wilson in the post. She splits defenders, goes up with the right hand. Shots missed. Loose ball, and Steven, there's number one of the game. In fact, I'm going to do it right here. So we had an unofficial count last night of jump balls. We counted it. 25. 25 was the unofficial tally of jump balls last night.
I wouldn't have been surprised if you'd have said double that.
Yes, that's
what it felt like.
It felt like that much. Bree Jones in between the circles. Off to the right side, handoff pass to Sydney Perkins. Again, Sydney is 11 points away from 1,000 for her career. She'll try to cross that mark here today. And I think for Grayson County, as Perkins pulls up in the left elbow, bang, she puts it in. Make it 9 as she pulls up. And Steven, I think if Grayson County wants to win, they better hope Sydney gets 1,000 points tonight.
Yeah,
because I think it's going to be really tough for them to not. Leach, ball fake on the right wing. She's going to drive in off the glass. It's good to tie the game up.
Yeah, well, that was the strategy tonight or Steven's strategy, I guess, getting off to a better start, and we're already better than we were this time last night. So
it's hard to be much worse.
Yeah, you're exactly right.
Up front, Bree Jones is stripped, loose ball. She's got it, and a jump ball is going to be the call. And Steven, there's number two. Two, and we are a minute 4 into this game. If you didn't watch last night's game, there were quite a few jump balls. There were 25 unofficially in the game between Grayson County and Whitesville Trinity and girls in a game that was not the prettiest thing you've ever seen. Leach into the near corner, guarded by Van Meter. She's going to run the baseline, picks up the dribble, and offensive foul is going to be called.
Thought she might have pulled her, drug her pivot foot a little bit there. But
I was going to say I was expecting a walk was going to be the whistle, but instead it's on Leach. That's her first, team's first, and that's a big first foul.
Got the student section's got a poster marking off the number of points that Sydney needs to get to 1,000 right now.
She is a 9 away for right now. That'll be Van Meter in between the circles for Grayson County. 2-2 is the score here. Jones drives down the right side. About a minute and a half into this game. Up top to Jennings. Jennings bounce pass left wing to Van Meter. Gets a screen from Jennings. Van Meter back up top to Blanton. Steps into the 3 and walks with it. She was trying to get her feet in line to shoot that 3, and she did take an extra step up top.
Yes, Sam, we complained last night about the bad angle that we had. I kind of like being up where we are tonight. We're up high. We're on the end zone, but we can really see the floor much better having to stand tonight, but you can really see what's going on.
The end zone is good if you're high. If not, it's not good. Skaggs drives down the hill and lays it in down the near side of the floor, and Butler County has their first lead at 4-2 with 6:08 left in the first quarter of play. Jones on the left wing. Lady Cougars got an early bucket from Perkins, but since that point have gone cold. Perkins pulls up 18 right side, shot short. Rebound on the floor, picked up by Butler County, Addison Miller. Picked it up and gives it off to the guard now, Parker Willoughby. Willoughby down the near side of the floor. This Butler County team, they're going to beat you inside the arc. They're not a team that's going to make a lot of threes. They average about 1.6 threes a contest. And the only player that really shoots them well is who has it right now, Taylor Leach. She drives in, gets around a defender, runs right over Isabel Blanton, and a blocking foul is going to be called on the drive. Mike McClintock didn't agree, but and that, if you're a Butler County fan, is a huge call because that would have been 2 on Taylor Leach.
Yeah, it looked like to me, and again, I don't want to be like I'm a homer all the time, but it did look like Isabel had her feet set right there. I don't know if maybe she turned a little bit, but anyway, referee's got the call.
Blanton's first. Leach to the line to shoot 2. First one is good for Butler County. Taylor Leach, 50% from the free throw line this season. As a team, Butler County only about 60%.
Did you say 50?
50, 5-0.
Really like to see your point guard do it a little bit better than that from the free throw line.
Really low dribble before she lets it fly off the back of the iron. No good. Wilson with a rebound for the Lady Bears. She just took it right away from Van Meter and Jennings. The double team comes on Wilson. Bounce pass down to the left block. Basket good by Skaggs.
Skaggs is not really that big, but she seems to get herself in pretty good position down low. I've watched a couple games online already this year, and she was in foul trouble in the Grayson County game before, and to get to play as much, does a really good job of getting in the right place at the right time.
7-0 run for Butler County. They lead 7-2, 5:10 left in the first quarter of play. Here from Butler County High School, matchup between the top 2 teams standing-wise in the 12th district. Jones, I don't know where she was going with that. I don't know if she was trying to go to Jennings or Perkins. It doesn't matter. It's out of bounds.
Yeah, again, we talked about that some last night. It's a good idea to try to attack, but you got to make more accurate passes than that.
This does allow Grayson County to set up their full court pressure. Butler County has no issue breaking it as it's up to Wilson. She has it stripped, she falls, she rolls, and we are going to have a jump ball possession. Will head towards Grayson County in this game as Wilson very well could have been called for a walk there. Is what happened is she caught it and rolled, and sometimes you will see the roll called as a walk. It's one of those, it's really a 50-50 call, depending on how it's Grayson County's ball regardless.
Right.
Jones in between the circles for Grayson. They had an early bucket from Perkins, but they've gone cold since. Van Meter at the free throw line, spins down the right side, not a good pass, it's deflected. Loose ball, Butler County's got it. Curling up the near side of the floor is Parker Willoughby. Willoughby, an outlet to the left wing to Leach. Van Meter puts a hand in the face of Taylor Leach. 7-2, Butler County on top. Wilson on the right side. She's not really a threat to shoot. 0 of 15 from the three-point line. She drives it on the right side. Too strong on the layup. Jennings with a loose ball for Grayson County. Jones, interior pass to Blanton. She couldn't corral it. The double team comes outside to Perkins. 3, too strong. Long rebound is going to be chased down by Butler, and a foul is going to be called on Grayson County. I don't know about that one, Stephen.
You'll notice, Sam, as opposed to when I'm sitting in the bleachers watching a game and I talk constantly, if I don't agree with the call, I'm just not going to say anything.
It's a tough call. We'll say that.
There you go.
Left wing Leach. Little ball fake. Curls back towards. Gives it off to the right side. 3 Wilson. In and out. It pops. Rebounds on the floor by Jones for Grayson County. 7-2 Lady Cougars trail. Right wing Van Meter. She spins down that right side. I'd like to see Sutton start pulling some shots.
Yeah, she's probably a little bit quicker than Skaggs, and I know she's tried a couple possessions there to penetrate. Hadn't been able to get free yet.
Jones bounce pass to Jennings on the left side, and we're going to have a jump ball. As nice defense on the interior by Leach.
That's one of those times when you're alley right there, you're wide open. You've got to know you're wide open, and the second you touch it, you got to go up. She held it down a little bit too long, and the girl was able to tie her up.
Because if anything, she's going to foul you.
Yep.
And Allie shot her free throw much better than 2 years ago.
Yep.
Looping up to the near side, Leach. She's got it. She does a bounce pass to Wilson on the right block. Basket good for Ava Wilson. And let's see if Mike McClintock might take an early timeout.
Yeah, that was a good pass right there by Leach.
And there it is. Mike McClintock's going to take a 30-second timeout. Butler County leads 9-2, 3:19 left in the first quarter of play. This is Lady Cougar basketball on K105.
Do you need help paying for college? Your first step is completing a FAFSA, free application for federal student aid. The 24-25 FAFSA will be available in late December 2023 and is more user-friendly. More students will be eligible for aid than ever before. Kia counselors and others are ready to help you. You're not in this alone. For more information, use the QR code or text money to 800-928-8926. Or you can visit gearupky.org/money.
Grayson County trails Butler County 9-2. Mike McClintock takes the early 30-second timeout after it's just not been a good start for Grayson. It's a 9-0 run for Butler County. And, Stephen, I like that timeout as immediately they get the ball back in. If anything else, just say, hey, deep breath, we're good.
Yep, just calm down.
Jones fakes the handoff pass, now pulls up from 10 feet on the far side. It's too short, rebound tapped off, Perkins has it. Back out to Jones. Jones will drive at the right elbow, swings it off left wing, Van Meter, 3, got it!
That's a big basket right there, Sam, on multiple levels. Obviously, when you're behind, you need to score, but getting Sutton some confidence could prove to be big in this game.
Van Meter closed the season last year in February playing extremely well. Good interior defense on Jennings. She knocked the pass off. Jones has it. Outlet inside to Jennings. Jennings bounce pass far side. Van Meter lets the three fly. Got it! 6-0 run for Grayson County off the hands of Sutton Van Meter. And just like that, it's a 1-point game at 9-8.
Sometimes just seeing the ball go through the basket just really boosts your confidence.
And here's the thing, Steven, you better believe next time it goes up the floor, 1-1 should touch the ball as Butler County nearly throws it away. Willoughby's able to save it. Jones rips it away. Jones up the near side of the floor. She has it poked right back behind, though, as great defense by Miller. In is Willoughby, gets around Jennings. The floater is missed, gets her own rebound, does Willoughby. Takes one dribble, goes back up off the right side. Shots missed. Wilson has it and is stripped. But 2 shots are going to come on the foul. I think they're going to give this to Jones.
Yeah.
It is.
I get them mixed up. Number 1, which one's number 1 for
That
Butler?
is Leach.
That's Leach. Was able to get in there down low and pick up a couple offensive rebounds. And now Wilson gets to go to the line for 2.
First one good by Ava Wilson. Wilson 73%, which is pretty strong for the free throws for her.
Yeah, and here you got Kennedy Green and Ella Narvez coming into the game. I like the energy that they can bring, and hopefully they'll be able to keep them off the glass a little bit more size.
Both good by Ava Wilson. It's 11-8. Butler County on top of Grayson. 2 minutes left here in the first quarter of play from Morgantown, Kentucky. Right up top of the key is Van Meter. She's got 2 early threes in the game. Perkins on the right side pulls up the right wing 3. It is short. Rebound Narvaez on the floor. Narvaez down the right side. Shot is up, no good, but Ella will go to the line as she is fouled on the drive.
That's exactly.
That's on Skaggs, her first.
That's exactly what you're going to get from Ella, getting an offensive rebound. Really earlier in her career, she wasn't looking to go back to score, but it seems like of late she's doing a better job with attacking when she gets those offensive rebounds.
58.3% from the line. First one good by Ella. Say, Ella is that kind of player, too, that she does not know how to not play hard.
She's got 2 gears, stop and wide open.
And as a coach, you love it. You can't coach someone to play hard.
No, that's exactly right. Big for her to step up and hit 2 free throws as well.
She makes them both. It's back to a 1-point game now, 11-10. Grace kind of a lighter full-court defense. You got a 2-2-1 zone. Now morphs into a 2-3. Off to the left side. Actually, it's more of a man-to-man defense for Grayson County. Bounce pass to Wilson. The double team comes. Wilson goes up. Good defense by Jones on the inside. Wilson was looking for a foul, and there was nothing there. It was good defense.
Yep.
Van Meter into the near corner to Jones. Feeds it to Narvaez. She bobbles the pass. Finds it up top now to Perkins. Perkins drives to the left side, goes up, and is fouled from behind by Wilson. I believe that's who they're going to give this to, and that'll be Wilson's first, and it is.
Yeah.
Her first, team's third. Perkins to the line. Sydney on the season, 73.1%. And she is 9 points away from 1,000. Entering this free throw here. And Steven, you can make it 8.
It looked like that Wilson was clean up top, and I really thought it was Miller that got her on the body. Maybe the referee saw it differently, but there was some contact down low, but Wilson was clean up top.
Second one for Sydney. Bottom of the net. Immediately, right in front of us, the students section crosses off. Ansley Schertzer, she's holding it and cheering on for Sydney. You can make that now 7 points away. And more importantly, though, Grayson County's got the lead, and Perkins gets a steal off the right side, too strong. Narvaez, though, with a rebound. Narvaez, nice move, goes back up, shots missed. Rebounded on the interior by Bailey Moore for Butler County. Loose ball rolling around. Narvaez saves it and then throws it to Taylor Leach. Ella's immediately putting her name, though, into the book with a couple of steals and some defensive plays. Nice move by Willoughby. Up top to Wilson. Wilson on the drive at the free throw line. Back up top to Leach. She'll step into the right wing 3. It's off the back of the iron. Rebounded by Moore. Her putback is missed. Narvaez with a rebound for Grayson County. And a foul is going to be called on Moore. That is going to be her first, team's 4th. It'll stay here.
Got number 34, Maddie Jones, in the game for the first time for the Bears.
Jones, 2.5 points, 2.7 rebounds. This Butler County team always has good size down low and really talented players. It's off to the right wing to Perkins. Immediately the double team comes. They give it to Green, who's wide open on the block and is fouled by Wilson. That'll be her second on the inside. Or correction, no, that is on Maddie Jones, rather.
She and Wilson are kind of the same size, I think, a little bit.
And one is 34 and one is 24. They
Yeah.
have similar hair, and
Yeah.
it'll be Green to the line. First one, no good. You really just want to see Kennedy put one in.
Yep.
And it'll help her confidence so much. Green, 24% from the free throw line this season. And that was last year. She was not a bad free throw shooter. And she gets the shooter's roll on the second one. Grayson County on top, 13-11. 23 seconds and counting left in her opening quarter of play. Willoughby fires over to the far side to Moore. Moore drives to the free throw line and gets away with a walk, and it's deflected out of bounds, and it's going to head towards Grayson.
Sam, we're standing up tonight because of the way the barrier is here, and I'm afraid I'm going to jerk this microphone out of the box over there. I'm getting pretty animated.
13 seconds left in the first quarter. I told you I have my pencil in my hand. There was a game a couple of years ago where it went flying because something big happened. Far side Perkins. Bounce pass to Van Meter with 4 seconds. Van Meter with 3 seconds. Van Meter at the free throw line gives it to Narvaez. Narvaez throws it up at the buzzer. No good. The end of the first quarter of play. Grayson leads Butler 13-11. This is Lady Cougar basketball on K105.
No matter what you're up against, we have your back.
We are United Way.
We are neighbors, helping neighbors.
In communities around the world, when disaster strikes,
We get you back on your feet.
We help children build brighter futures.
We've been here for over 135 years.
but now our work is more important than ever.
Join us.
Join your neighbors.
Join United Way.
Butler County 13-11 as we start the second quarter of play. Sam Gormley and Stephen Smith with you. And Stephen, one of your Stephen strategies for today was a quick start. Didn't necessarily happen, but the answer was almost better.
After some of the first quarters that we had, I think if you ask Coach McClintock, okay, you're going to be up by 2, 11-13 after the first quarter, I think he'd be pleased.
All you got to do is win all 4 quarters, and it's pretty tough to lose if you win all 4 quarters.
There you go.
Left wing Jones at the free throw line, back up top to Green. Green off to Narvaez. Narvaez crosses it to the right side to Perkins. A deep 3, right side, too strong for Sydney Perkins. She shot that one from the Green River, and it didn't quite fall in.
Not a terrible shot. It was pretty deep, but we did. Oh, look here.
And probably a foul on Kennedy, and that's probably a good call. She didn't have her wrapped up. Trying to frustrate Wilson on the inside. For Kennedy, that's just her first. And honestly, Stephen, I'm fine with that foul because you're seeing aggressiveness from Kennedy.
Yeah, that's not too bad. You don't want her to pick up a cheap one here second, but that first foul, nothing wrong with that.
Moore into the far corner that is not to Wilson, rather that is to Jones. Into the corner to Moore. Moore, little ball fake, drives in, jump pass back to the middle to Wilson. Wilson flips it off to Jones from 18 on the right side. It's a wedgie. We got a wedgie, and here's the downside is that in the boys' game, usually you can get a boy who can hop up there and jump up and grab it, but
here comes the mop.
The mop, that'll work. There we go.
Sam, looking around, there's not too many empty seats already, and you always see it seem like you have more people filtering in through the girls' game. It's going to be a packed house tonight.
And that's to be expected. These are 2 good rivals, not too far from one another, and 2 of the top teams in the district as well. Flipping off to the far side, Moore, 18 far side off the front of the iron. Rebound on the floor by Jones. The other Jones falls down for Grayson. Wilson off balance in the lane, shots missed. Rebound Perkins for Grayson County. Perkins up the far side of the floor. 13-11, Grayson County on top, 1 minute into the second quarter of play. Back to Sydney. You can tell she wanted to pull the trigger, Stephen.
Yeah.
Probably a good decision not to.
Absolutely. That early in the possession, you don't want to chunk one up.
Jones drives downhill on the right side, runs the baseline, kicks to Van Meter. Deep 3, near side, off the front of the iron. Rebound Narvaez on the floor for Grayson County. Narvaez spins around, bounce pass up top, loose ball, jump ball.
We've got an official total tonight of 5 jump balls already. I'd say at this point last night we already had 6 or 8 maybe.
I think it was 94 at this point last night.
I still think 25 is a low number, even though you say you watched it.
No, I didn't watch it.
You didn't watch it?
I didn't. No, I don't. despise myself quite that much to rewatch that game. No, we counted in the official book. They keep track of possessions. Right side, Van Meter puts it in. 3. It is a 3 on the right side. Sutton's got 9 early points, and Grayson County leads 16-11. 6:20 left in the first half of play. Coming up the near side of the floor for Butler County, that is Carrington Hunt. First time we've called her name tonight. Ava Wilson, spin move in the lane. Narvaez, I think, came down just a little bit, Steven, on the foul.
Yeah, she got her feet in the right place. She had her hands straight up, but when Wilson started to go up, she did. It was a good call. She did bring her hands down. And I can, again, speak from experience. They're going to call that every single time on the big.
6.7 times a game. That's how many Ava Wilson typically goes to the free throw line, and she makes her first one there. Did you get called for that foul every once in a while?
Oh, there's no telling how many thousands of times.
Second free throw missed. Rebound out of bounds off of, I don't know.
He said blue.
Okay.
It was one of those 50-50, but right in front of the referee, so you got to believe he was in the.
He didn't give us our visual signal, Steven, which is, there's my one rating of the game for it. Got none off the bingo card.
Yep.
Don't yell it. We can't hear you.
Yep.
Luckily, you could read lips there. Perkins inside to Green. Nice take off the right side. Too strong by Green. Van Meter with a rebound for Grayson. Van Meter off the left wing, Jones. Jones in the near corner. She runs the baseline. Bounce pass to Green. Green goes back. Take gets it in, and it might have been blocked by Wilson. And we're going to have a jump ball on the inside. Narvaez and Jones were fighting over it. Parker Willoughby will re-enter the game. Maddie Jones will exit for the Lady Bears. I tell you, Kennedy's being very aggressive early on in this game.
She is really. Hasn't got anything to fall yet, but it's good to see her attack like she has on the offensive
Leach
end.
is going to be fouled from behind by Jones, and that is going to be her second.
Yeah, looking over at Coach Brian Jones on the bench, he's pointing at his head like you've got to be smarter than that. Picking up that foul right there, a whole lot better chance of getting called a foul than you're going to be able to get that back tip right there and get a steal.
Especially on the road.
Yeah.
And Mike McClintock right now is going to leave her in the game with those 2 fouls. Trusting his 8th grader. Let's see how long that will last. Hunt to Wilson. Back to Hunt. Handoff pass to Willoughby. Willoughby crossed it off to Leach. 16-12. Grayson County leads Butler. 5:20 left in the first half of play. Leach drives in, was looking for a foul, and instead Wilson's going to get the rebound and it's fouled. I don't think Leach was fouled, so I think it was a good call. Now, Narvaez did foul Wilson, though, and that'll be Narvaez's second.
Yeah, I agree. The first time, I think she maybe, like we were talking about a little bit, she was a little more open than what she thought she was expecting the contact and went up stronger than probably she needed to.
Wilson's first free throw is no good. Allie Jennings going to come in. Ella Narvaez will come out. Again, Mike McClintock is leaving Bree Jones in the game with those 2 fouls. Every coach has a different philosophy on that. I mean, it's not like you have to take her out.
Right.
Wilson's second. Almost touched the rafters, but goes in. 3-point game now. Outlet to Jones. Comes up the near side of the floor, angles back towards the far side. Jones in between the circles. Grayson County on top, 16-13. Bounce pass, right wing to Van Meter, who's had the hot hand today. 3 of 4 from 3. She's all alone. Now she's going to pull it up from 3. Too strong. And rebound is going to be a foul on Grayson
Perkins.
on the inside. I think it is on Sydney. It is. For Sydney, that's just her first, but that's going to be free throws for Butler County.
Sutton turned around there, and the defensive person had already taken a step back and was like, wow, I can't believe I'm this open, and probably too open.
Okay, I was going to say they didn't realize it was 5 fouls, and Lexi Belcher luckily was on top of it. And I was going to say it is free throws.
I don't know if the scoreboard's right, but that's 5-0 on the fouls.
And it is 2 free throws coming for Parker Willoughby. Willoughby is 59%. Willoughby is, Stephen, an excellent softball player. Ready for her stats last year? 464 average with 20 RBIs and a team-high 12 doubles.
Wow.
I don't care, what level you're at. 464, that's getting it done.
Yeah, any level when you can get over 400 is really impressive.
She misses both free throws. Kennedy Green with a loose ball for Grayson County. 16-13. Grayson County on top of Butler County. 5 minutes left in the first half of play. Jones on the left side, bumped by Leach. Jones turns the corner, bounce pass to the inside to Green, goes up, shot's good, she'll go to the line for Kennedy Green.
Really good. It looked like Bree was trying to make something out of nothing right there, and obviously couldn't see the perception there that she was seeing. Kennedy was open, had Wilson on her hip, and was able to go up, get two. Is that Wilson's second?
That is on Skaggs,
that
her
was on
second.
Skaggs, okay.
Green to try and convert the and one, and she does. Kennedy Green's got 4 early points for Grayson County. And Lady Cougars have their largest lead of the game at 19-13 with 4 minutes and 52 seconds left here in this first half.
You know, Kennedy probably would agree with us. Her strong suit is not scoring. It's those active hands. But when she's able to contribute like that on the offensive game, is really going to boost the Cougars.
If she gave 4 points a game, that's exactly what she needs to do.
Yep.
Driving in. Up top to Moore. Swings it off right side. Leach goes around Van Meter. Tried to give it back to Wilson. She does. Probably one that you wanted to see Leach take. Moore, 18 near side, too strong. Rebounded by Willoughby in the corner. Willoughby then is fouled out of bounds into the bench. That is going to be Kennedy's second. Now you've got Jones, Green, and Narvaez all with 2. And it'll be Parker Willoughby back to the line where she just missed 2.
Isabel Blanton getting ready to check in. You got to believe she's going to be coming in for Green.
Willoughby misses her 3rd straight, and Blanton will come in for Green. Good little sequence there for Kennedy. Second free throw is good by Parker Willoughby. 19-14 Grayson County. They have the lead. 4:20 left in the first half of play. Blanton on the right side. She'll drive in, bounce pass to Jennings on the left block. Jennings blocked by Wilson. Good defense by Ava Wilson to come around and just take the ball away from Allie Jennings. Here come the Lady Bears. It's Leach up the far side.
Pretty good penetration by Isabel right there, and got the ball to Allie in a good spot, but credit to Wilson for coming over and getting the block.
Wilson in on Jennings. She's looking for help and finds it up top with Moore. 19-14 Grayson County on top. Butler County led this game 9-2. Lady Cougars have been in control since. Wilson goes up, shot too strong, rebound by Willoughby. Her putback is missed. Jones with the rebound, and she's fouled from behind. I think they'll give this to Willoughby, and it is.
Yeah, really good job by both Allie that time and Bree. They kept their hands straight up, and I think that's exactly what the referees will tell you. If you keep your hands straight up, we're not going to call the foul. Both of them did it that time, and we're able to get away with the ball here.
Willoughby's first, team second. Jones downhill drive on the right side, bounce pass to Jennings. Jennings hook shot right side, too strong. Willoughby with a loose ball for Butler County. Up the far side goes Parker Willoughby. Curls back towards the near side. No look pass to Hunt. Hunt back to Willoughby. Ball fake for Willoughby. Picks it up. Gives it back to Hunt on the right side. Hunt chases it back into the near corner. She's trapped and she walks. That was right in front of us, Stephen.
Yeah, I could tell there that as she was backing off from the pressure, she slid her pivot foot right there. Good defense by the Lady Cougars.
Jones back to Van Meter. Van Meter's got 9 early points. Up top, Van Meter swings it off right side. Perkins, 3, too strong. 19-14, Butler County has the ball after Wilson was able to pick up the loose board.
I think that's a shot you don't mind. Your leading scorer, your senior, you get an open 3, you go ahead and take that one.
Especially when she currently ranks tied for 3rd in the state in threes per game. Loose ball, jump ball, possession arrow is going to head towards the Lady Cougars. Sydney currently tied for 3rd in the state. 3.2 threes per game. Leads the region in that category. Give it into Jones. 19-14. Lady Cougars on top by 5 points. 2:45 left in the first half of play. Jones on the left wing, handoff past Van Meter. Van Meter hands it off to Perkins. Perkins on the drive, goes up, might have been blocked from behind. Jennings is able to pick up the ball. Jennings to Blanton, spins in that right lane, now spins back, goes up, nice move, too short on the shot. Wilson with a rebound for Butler County.
May have gotten away with a walk there.
Yep, it was. Defense by Sydney, who just rips it away. Sydney Perkins is then hacked by Moore at the top of the key.
Sam, you could see that coming. Sydney, she was able to actually didn't reach in number 4 there for Butler County, lost the ball, and she got it, and you could see that she was a little bit ticked off and ran right up next to Sydney, and you could see she was going to foul her. A little bit of a love tap there before she came out on Sydney too. Might want to watch that.
Some might say love tap, some might say body check. It's all open to interpretation, right, from Bailey Moore. 2:05 left in the first half of play. Handoff pass to Perkins. She wasn't ready for it. Now she's trying to find help, and we're going to have a foul called on Butler County. As Sydney Perkins looked at the official and said, thank you.
Yeah.
It's Cardwell's first, team's fourth. Next foul will be free throws for Grayson.
Some of those plays like that, Sam, you can feel the intensity in the air kind of building. Some of those 50-50 calls right there, a little bit tick-tacky, kind of get a couple bumps, and it's going to be a fun night here at the Bear Den, if you will.
Van Meter is now fouled up top by Leach. That'll be your second, and that's a good call, Steven.
Yeah, I think so. Right in front of the student section for Butler County. I don't think they like.
He looks a little young, but
I don't know if he's qualified to make that call or not.
He did not like it. Van Meter to the line to shoot two. She had a rough game from the free throw line last night, but makes the first one here. Sutton was 2 of 4 from the line. Brought her percentage down to, still 76%, which it's going to get it done.
Yeah, absolutely.
But last year she was hovering around 90 at some points. Both free throws good by Sutton. Grayson County up a touchdown on Butler, 21-14. 1:54 left in the first half of play. Leach in between the circles to Wilson at the right elbow. Wilson tries to spin back towards the far side. Lost the ball in the process. Hand off to Leach. She drives with the right hand. The floater is missed. She gets her own rebound, is stripped on the way up, and it's going to stay here.
You know, if I'm Allie right there, it looks like Wilson is doing about the same time. She wants to drive and get closer. I think I'll almost take a step back and make her hit a jumper before you get up on her again like that.
Willoughby in the far corner. In on Jones. Goes up on the right side. Good job by Bree, not fouling. Rebound tapped off by Wilson into the hands of Van Meter for Grayson. Lady Cougars out and running. Van Meter transition three. It is short. She didn't have numbers. I don't mind that. She's had a hot hand today.
Yeah, you'd really like to see them reverse the ball across the court a couple times. But, again, not a terrible shot.
21-14. 1:10 to go in the first half. Grayson County on top by 7 against Butler. Leach deep on the left wing. Bounce pass to Willoughby. Willoughby feeds it off into the corner. Driving in and spinning with the ball, giving it back to Ava Wilson was Addison Miller. And a foul is going to be called. And if it's on Allie Jennings, she doesn't agree. We could read her lips, and it is on Allie. That is just going to be, actually, no, that is her second. Ava Wilson to shoot two. It's Ava Wilson's 7th and 8th trip to the free throw line today. Allie Jennings is explaining her side of the story to the official, Brian Robinson.
Pretty, like we've been saying, Sam, pretty good exchange there. You can tell Allie was not thrilled about the call, but she was able to get her composure back. The referee came over. They talked about it. And, you know.
And here's always my thing, too, is Allie's a senior. Like, she's earned the respect of the officials.
Team captain.
Yes, it's the same thing with Sydney, is in that same realm. You know, when you're a senior, Taylor Leach for Butler County, you earn the right to have those conversations. First free throw missed by Ava Wilson. Not saying that somebody like Bree Jones wouldn't get that opportunity, but she's an 8th grader. I thought Lucy Torrance was going to come check in, but maybe she just wanted to sit next to Brian Jones instead.
Probably going to wait until after this free throw, and then she'll go to check in.
Wilson makes the second. They give it into Jones. It's 21-15. Grayson County on top. 50 seconds left in the first half of play. Kind of a mucky game here from Butler County High School, but it's pretty much right what we expected. It's kind of how these two teams play and really how this 12th district is set up this year.
Yep.
It's kind of mucky.
Yep.
Bounce pass right side to Blanton. Up top, Leach might have fouled her. Blanton deep on the right wing. Bounce pass to Jennings. Jennings down the right side, partially deflected, and now a foul's called on Allie, and that's going to be her third. Mike McClintock had to keep her in the game, and immediately Lucy Torrance is going to come off the bench. After Narvaez and Green, all of his posts had 2 fouls. He had to keep one of them in, and Jennings picks up foul number 3. And this time it is going to be Addison Miller to the stripe. Miller, 40.4% from the free throw line this year. First one, good. Miller also on the soccer team for Butler County. 2 goals and 3 assists. Torrance does come in, and Stephen, she had about the minute and a half yesterday that she played, but it was a good minute and a half.
Yeah, she made the most of it for sure.
Free throw missed. Jones rebound and is fouled by Wilson. And for Ava Wilson, that is her second. And free throws for Grayson. And it'll be Bree Jones to take. Yesterday, Bree, 10 of 10 from the free throw line, which helped rise her percentage to 79%.
Yeah, anytime you can go to the line and hit them all, but especially when you get as many as 10, continue that streak.
First one, good. It's now 12 straight, dating back to Saturday against Hopkinsville for Bree. She's got the lucky number 13. And we have a whistle blown, and Peyton Bowman got to come in for the first time today.
You know, just looking on the floor, you've got Anne-Marie Skaggs and Ava Wilson both off. Maybe this will be a time when Lucy can do some damage down the post.
20 seconds left in the first half of play. 23-16, driving in. Nice take, shots missed, bouncing around, and a foul is going to be called on that far side. I think is it going to be on, it is on Cardwell, her second, and I think we're going to have Isabel to the line, and it is.
Yeah, that was right under, well, not exactly right underneath us, but I had a pretty good vantage point, and she definitely did go over the back there. Good call.
Blanton 71.4% from the stripe this season. First one, good. See that they got jersey night for the Grayson County Cougar the Cougar student section down in front of us.
Got a Will Levis sighting.
I saw that, and we got to talk to Braden Mudd down there. I think that's Braden Mudd. I don't know what his jersey is. Looks like he's taking it off, and I hope he is, because that's atrocious, Braden. Down the near side, pulling up for about 10 feet, almost getting away with a walk. I think you see it now, Stephen, and maybe they know the one I'm talking about as it goes out of bounds.
Good block.
3.7 on the clock. Grayson County is up by 9. Sydney Perkins got to come back into the game. It's going to stay with Butler underneath. Sydney's only got 4 points. It's been Sutton Van Meter that's led the way with 11 today. Scanning once, scanning twice, scanning a third time, and getting it up top. Perkins deflects it and takes it away with 2 seconds. With 1 second, Cardwell takes it away. Very risky play by Cardwell, because that very well could have been a foul, sending Perkins to the line, but it is not. The end of the first half of play. Grayson County leads Butler County 25-16. It's Lady Cougar basketball on K105.
I'm not here to fire you up. If you're not already fired up, you shouldn't be in this room. If this victory isn't worth all you have to give, then leave. But now, right now is your chance to be a part of a victory the world will remember forever. Victory over cancer. This victory isn't just happening. It isn't inevitable.
What does hope mean?
Now is our time, your time. You may save someone you love.
Time is very precious.
Today's cancer research is tomorrow's victory. A victory that is there for the taking. Grab it. How was that?
Now that was a great halftime speech. Let's go win.
Don't give up. Don't ever give up.
Look around your home, and there's probably something that was made right here in Litchfield. Leggett & Platt is a worldwide corporation making a wide range of products, including sofa sleeper and reclining hardware assemblies here at home. A portion of your Ashley, Lazy Boy, or England furniture might have been made by one of your neighbors. Join the Leggett & Platt team today. We're a one-shift operation with competitive wages. Our motto is, we work hard so you can rest easy. Leggett & Platt is an equal opportunity, affirmative action, veteran, and disability employer.
This is Cougar Basketball on K105.
Welcome back here to Butler County High School, where Grayson County leads the Lady Bears 25-16 at the half. Sam Dormley and Stephen Smith back here with you. And Stephen, wasn't a great start, but a great answer for Grayson County. They've really controlled this game over the last quarter and a half.
Yeah, again, like we talked about, getting out to a better start. Definitely the best start we've seen in the last 3 or 4 games. Being up by 9 here at the halftime break. hopefully we'll be able to come out and continue that on here early part of the third quarter.
Coming up on our halftime show, we will run down the scores from around the region, the scoring from this game, and get you ready for half number 2. Again, your score at the half: Grayson County 25, Butler County 16. This is Lady Cougar basketball on K105.
Are you ready to help your family get prepared for the unexpected? Here we go! Ladybug and Cat Noir know how important it is to be ready, because you never know when Hawkmoth is going to strike or a disaster will hit. And you don't need miraculous powers. Just put those planning skills you already have to good use. Make a plan that will help you and your family be ready when emergencies happen. Ready Kids can help. Get started at ready.gov/kids.
Hi, I'm Dr. Ashley Gabbard, internal medicine physician with Owensboro Health. I'd like to talk with women 40 and over about having annual mammograms, even if there is no history of breast cancer in your family. Early detection provides women a strong advantage in fighting breast cancer. Ask your primary care provider for a referral and schedule your screening online at owensborohealth.org/mammogram.
For the more than 1 million people living with Parkinson's disease, the Parkinson's Foundation celebrates movement at Moving Day, a movement toward life-saving resources, movement toward advancing research and care, movement toward a better life. We care. We fight. We move to beat Parkinson's. Move with us at movingdaywalk.org.
We had an MRI, and then all of a sudden this doctor comes in and he says to us, we have the potential here for a catastrophic event.
And he looked scared.
He looked terrified. And he's like, we got to operate now. It just all changed. Life changed.
Bryce is one of the 47 children per day who are diagnosed with cancer. Today's treatments aren't enough. To watch the rest of Bryce's story, visit childrenscancer.org/story.
This is Cougar Basketball on K105.
Welcome back to Butler County High School. Grayson County Lady Cougars on top 25-16 at the half. Let's try to find a couple of score updates to bring you. Girls basketball, Bowling Green leads Greenwood 32-23 at the half. Stephen, we got an absolute barn burner happening in Whitesville today. Edmonson County and Whitesville Trinity tied at 10 at the half.
Wow.
And we thought last night was rough. 10-10 at the half there in Whitesville today. Other scores to bring you as we do the scroll through.
Probably not too many people listening from Edmonson County tonight, but we certainly want to extend our thoughts and prayers to Kennedy Swihart with her injury, and hopefully she'll be able to get that fixed and come back next year.
Same to Hannah Smith for you, and also to Tinsley Belcher for Butler County.
Peyton Bradley at Meade County.
It's awful, awful to hear from all of these. And really, Stephen, as I look through, that's about all of the scores from around the region right now. Girls score at the half. Davis leads Owensboro Catholic 28-22 at the half. That is the top two teams in the third region media poll, and it is Davis County on the lead in the world famous Owensboro Sports Center, Stephen. In case you didn't know, it's world famous.
World famous?
World famous. Everybody wants to play there. It's such a reward to play there. We'll take a break. More after this. Lady Cougars on top by 9. This is Lady Cougar basketball on K105.
Do you need help paying for college? Your first step is completing a FAFSA, free application for federal student aid. The 24-25 FAFSA will be available in late December 2023 and is more user-friendly. More students will be eligible for aid than ever before. Kia counselors and others are ready to help you. You're not in this alone. For more information, use the QR code or text money to 800-928-8926. Or you can visit gearupky.org/money.
Governor has declared a state of emergency, and evacuation is now underway as the storm approaches. The National Weather Service has issued a warning as it monitors the storm. Those in the following counties, therefore, should seek
Convoy of Hope is ready to help you prepare for the next storm. Visit convoy.org/prepare.
No matter what you're up against, we have your back.
We are United Way.
We are neighbors helping neighbors.
In communities around the world, when disaster strikes, we get you back on your feet.
We help children build brighter futures.
We've been here for over 135 years.
But now, our work is more important than ever.
Join us.
Join your neighbors.
Join United Way.
This is Cougar Basketball on K105.
Welcome back here to Butler County High School. Let's run down the scoring for the first half of play as Grayson County has the lead. 25-16 against Butler County. Lady Bears led by Ava Wilson with 7 points, 4 points Anne-Marie Skaggs, 3 points Taylor Leach, 1 each for Parker Willoughby and for Addison Miller. For Grayson County, 11 points Sutton Van Meter, 4 for Sydney Perkins, so she's 7 from 1,000. 3 for Kennedy Green, 2 for Bree Jones, Isabel Blanton, and Ella Narvaez. Steven, in about 10 seconds, your key to the second half.
I think unfortunately it's going to be who can control their fouls the most. It seemed like half or 3/4 of the starters have 2 and a couple with already 3 fouls, so I think that's going to be the biggest key here in the third quarter.
Second half's next. Grayson on top by 9. This is Lady Cougar Basketball on K105.
We had an MRI, and then all of a sudden this doctor comes in and he says to us, we have the potential here for a catastrophic event.
And he looked scared.
He looked terrified. And he's like, we got to operate now. It just all changed. Life changed.
Bryce is one of the 47 children per day who are diagnosed with cancer. Today's treatments aren't enough. To watch the rest of Bryce's story, visit childrenscancer.org/story.
Hi, I'm Dr. Ashley Gabbard, internal medicine physician with Owensboro Health. I'd like to talk with women 40 and over about having annual mammograms, even if there is no history of breast cancer in your family. Early detection provides women a strong advantage in fighting breast cancer. Ask your primary care provider for a referral and schedule your screening online at owensborohealth.org/mammogram.
This is Cougar Basketball on K105.
Butler County will start with the ball here in the second half of play. Sam Gormley and Stephen Smith back here with you from good old Morgantown, Kentucky. They loop the pass into Taylor Leach. That's how we will get ready to roll here in half number 2. Grayson County on top 25-16. Sutton Van Meter led the way for Grayson County with 11 points. They give it into Wilson, who dribbles it off of her foot, and they're going to say Butler County ball. I thought that went off of her foot.
It looked like it from me, too. Neither referee knew what to do, so I guess you picked the home team in that instance.
And he was a lot closer than we were as well.
Yeah.
Bounce pass into Wilson, not a good one. She's able to corral it back, though, on the left block. Spins back towards that left side. Basket's up, no good. Foul by Green on the inside, who gets the start in the second half of play and picks up her third foul. Probably getting the start instead of Allie Jennings out there because Allie had already picked up her third foul. Mike McClintock's now going to have to go to Ellen Narvaez, who had 2 fouls in the first half. Wilson to the line. Lexi Belcher is now explaining to one of the officials about something.
They were making sure there was enough air pressure in the ball.
Belcher is in her 6th season, 83 and 70 overall. Makes sense to me, Steven.
Yeah.
First one good by Wilson. Wilson has 7 points. Now, 8 points now, 6 of which have come from the free throw line. This is her 9th and 10th free throw attempt of the game. Second good. 9 for Wilson, 25-18. Grayson County on top. First offensive possession of the first half of play by Jones. Inside to Blanton, bounce pass to Narvaez on the right side. Too strong by Narvaez. Rebound on the floor by Butler County. It's Anne-Marie Skaggs.
Those are the baskets, Sam, you look back and you just got to make those.
Left side,
Good
back
pass.
in wide open, and Skaggs layup good. Anne-Marie Skaggs has 6 points. 25-20, Grayson County's lead is down to 5. Butler County taking advantage of the inside post presence as Grayson County's dealing with foul trouble down there. Van Meter up top, goes a handoff pass to Jones. Jones pulls up from 18 on the left side. It's too strong and rebounded by Leach for Butler County. Leach right up the middle of the floor. Outlet down to the left side, back to Skaggs. Skaggs off to the far side to Wilson, and she's fouled by Blanton. That's going to be her second, team's second of the third quarter of play. Grayson's got to find a way to slow down Wilson without fouling.
Yeah, already got a couple interior baskets right there. Your Coach McClintock, you might want to get a timeout right here.
You read my mind.
And
first free throw,
that.
no good. Because a quick 30 here. You think about that 30-second timeout they took in the first half of play. Wilson misses both free throws. Skaggs got the rebound, misses the putback. Jones gets the rebound this time for Grayson County. Jones, an outlet to Narvaez. Narvaez spins around. She's looking to find help. Spins again. Finally flips it off to Jones. Jones drives the baseline, runs it, gives it to Van Meter, feeds it off. Far corner three, short. Rebounded by Butler County. An outlet to Leach up the near side of the floor. 5-point Grayson County lead, 6.5 left in the third quarter of play. Leach on the right elbow. Up top and driving in. Shot is up and running right over. Offensive foul taken by Isabel Blanton. Addison Miller. It's just her first. It's one of the few players that's appeared in the game today that doesn't have any fouls.
Yeah,
now.
that's one of those things, Sam. We talked about it last night. When you get a charge like that, one of the most selfless things you can do to sacrifice your body, you get the ball.
Into Blanton. Back now to Van Meter. Lady Cougars still looking for their first points of this second half of play. Van Meter up top. Guarded by Skaggs. Bounce pass into the near corner to Blanton. Gets a screen from Narvaez. Off to the left side. Deflected and taken away by Miller. Fast break layup. Good. I think Grayson County needs a timeout. Jones nearly throws the ball away. I think you really need a timeout now if you're Grayson.
I think so too.
Mike McClintock appears to be letting them play through it. 3-point game, 25-22. Van Meter to Narvaez. It's through her hands and out of bounds. Coming up the near side of the floor comes Willoughby. Fast break down the left side, fouled by Jones.
She started out right. She kept her hands up, but then she reached down. And, yeah, I think it'd be a pretty good time to get a timeout right now.
And right on cue, Mike McClintock wants a timeout. 5:43 left in the third quarter of play. 25-22. Butler on top by 3. It's Lady Cougar basketball on K105.
Hi, my name is Tara Mosley Hyde, and I'm the CEO of People Advocating Recovery. And I am also a person in long-term recovery. And when I first started my recovery journey, it wasn't always easy for me to access resources. So now you can call today at 833-8KY-HELP and get access to treatment and other options and other resources. Call today. There is no judgment and no shame to look for help.
Bree Jones picks up her third foul of the game. Mike McClintock takes the 30-second timeout. He's got 3 timeouts remaining, and it will be 2 free throws for Butler County as Grayson has a 3-point advantage. Sam Gormley and Steven Smith back here with you, and it will be Parker Willoughby who will shoot the 2. She's 1 of 4 from the line today.
Sam, Heather and I were laughing the other night. One of the most useless things in sports is the first horn after out of a timeout. It's like nobody ever pays any attention to it.
Willoughby misses the first free throw. This is the 22nd free throw of the game by Butler County, and it's missed by Willoughby. Chased down in the corner by Narvaez. Butler County hit their free throws. They'd be on top of this game by about 5.
Yep.
And that's only hitting them at just a little bit better of a clip. They've not been good from that at all today. Jones drives downhill down the near side, tries the reverse layup. Nice move by Bree Jones to lay it in. 27-25, and if anything else, Steven, that's like putting a Band-Aid on the cut.
Yeah, unfortunately, I don't think.
Leach drives in and Has a layup down that left side. Steven, that tells me that they bought store brand Band-Aids instead of Band-Aid brands Band-Aids.
I don't think Sydney's touched the ball in the second half yet, and that would be
I don't
a problem.
believe she has.
Yep.
And Butler County's really good defense. Pass up top, deflected and ripped away by Leach. Leach runs in, and it's stripped out of bounds by Jones. Risky play by Bree Jones. She's already got 3 fouls, and Grayson County needs her on the floor.
Yeah, probably had a better angle than on that one in the first half right there where she's able to tip it away from her.
Perkins on the inbounds pass was guarding it, and Butler County is able to keep it alive to Wilson. In on Narvaez, the spin move, bodying through, too strong. Narvaez picks up the loose ball. Picked up by Jones.
Be a good time to get a bucket right here, Sam.
And I think you got to draw something up for Sydney. She's wide open, they miss her. Left wing Van Meter, she's got 11 points in the game. Van Meter turns the corner, feeds it into Narvaez. Narvaez back up top now to Van Meter. Van Meter calling for the offense. She's calling for a screen. And now gives it to Narvaez. It's a 3-point Grayson County lead, 4:15 left in the third quarter. Lady Cougars out of sorts right now, Stephen.
Yeah, a little bit stagnant here in the early going of the second half here.
Jones on the left side gets a screen from Blanton to Narvaez. Narvaez one dribble off the right side,
Nice.
layup good. Good take by Ella. She's got 4 points. Grayson County's lead is 5, 29-24. 3:57 left in the third quarter.
Yeah, that's a big bucket right there to obviously score 2 points, but break up the momentum that Butler County seemed like they've developed here in the second half.
Leach in on Van Meter. Dumps it off. Shot from Skaggs. Too strong. Rebound on the floor. Wilson goes back up. Shot left side. It misses off to that left side. Loose ball. Butler somehow has it. Now a strip is going to be called. And I think we have a foul on Grayson County.
Yeah, it looked like right there that Willoughby had the ball and stood up with it. I would think that would be a walk, wouldn't it?
For Van Meter, that is her first, team's 4th. If anything, I was almost thinking a jump ball was going to be called. We're only at 7, Stephen.
A respectable amount.
And it's
of
been a
jump ball.
while. Into Wilson off the left side. She's fouled. Basket good. And that'll be 3 on Narvaez. This would make it a 2-point game. Wilson's got 11. She stares down the rim, lets it fly, and gets the friendly roll. 29-27, 3.5 to play in the third quarter, and Sydney has not touched the ball in this third quarter of play.
Yeah, not good thing for us right now. We need to get her a touch.
Far side Jones feeds it into Blanton in the post. Blanton bounce pass to Narvaez, deflected. That's not really the right decision. And Butler County's going to get a steal. Here comes Willoughby up top. Bounce pass to Leach. She loses the dribble, and Van Meter's got it for Grayson County. Lady Cougars have numbers. Van Meter at the top side, gives it to Perkins. Left side 3, short. Loose ball, Skaggs fell down with it. Able to tap it off though to Leach. Leach up the far side, weaving through, dumps it right through the hands of Wilson. Put a little English on that pass, Stephen.
There's a little mustard on that one. Went right through Wilson's hands there. Credit to the Lady Bears, though, for battling back here in the third quarter.
Both teams have come back from big deficits. Lady Cougars trailed 9-2 early. Butler County trailed by 9 at the half. It's a 2-point Grayson County lead right now. 29-27, 2:45 left in the third quarter, and another deflected pass taken away by Leach. Leach down the left side, goes up, looking for a foul. There was nothing there. She misses it. Narvaez with a rebound. Jones loops it down, and it's taken back away. Right decision. Great defensive play by Butler County. Up the far side, weaving through, off-balance shot by Willoughby. It is missed. Loose ball, bouncing around. Van Meter's got it, and then just flung down to the floor. It's still alive. Grayson County's got it. Van Meter was almost suplexed to the floor.
Yeah, I don't know how you don't make a call right there.
Van Meter down the near side of the floor, 29-27, 2:08 left in the third quarter of play. Deep on the right wing is Jones. Drives downhill, and
Probably a good foul right there because Bree had the open lane to the basket. I don't know if the girl meant to or not, but if she hadn't fouled her, I think it'd been an easy 2 by Bree.
that is Willoughby's second, team's second. Starting to feel some of the energy in this building. Game 2 will follow this one. And Jones is fouled, coming around the corner. Willoughby reached across with the arm and took her and kind of slung her.
Yeah, you use suplex. That one almost looked like a clothesline.
And I'll tell you, That's great by Bree, too.
Yep.
Walked away.
Yep.
That shows a lot of maturity for an 8th grader. 2-0-0. 2-0-1 and counting. 29-27, Butler County trails Grayson County. In between the circles, Jones fakes the handoff pass, now drives, looking to kick. No one's there to help her, and a foul is called on Butler County. And Stephen, I'm not sure I necessarily agree with that one. I'll be honest, I don't know that Leach did much. That'll be her team's third. That might be a little bit of or team's fourth.
Yeah.
A little of a makeup.
That was a little tic-tacky right there directly underneath us.
Narvaez in the corner. Up to Jones, back to Perkins, 3, near side, off the back of the iron. Rebound by Blanton for Grayson County. Goes back up, shot no good. Rebound Wilson for Butler County, 29-27. Minute and a half left in the third quarter of play. Driving in and a timeout taken by Lexi Belcher, I believe. Is it?
Yes.
It is, 30-second timeout, and honestly, that's a really good timeout.
Yeah, it is.
1:31 left here in this third quarter of play, and Stephen, I said in the first half of play that the 12th district has been mucky. This game's gotten muckier.
Yeah, it's been a little ugly the last few minutes. Reach in fouls. Butler County was able to come out of the locker room and do a little bit of a run, but it seems like over the last, 2.5, 3 minutes, seemed like it's stale, maybe is what I would call it too, especially on the offensive side.
It's not been quite as ugly as last night's, but it's maybe just as ugly as Braden Mudd's jersey down there in the student section.
Folks, for you all listening at home that can't see, Sam is beating up on the Mud Boy because he's got on a Steelers jersey.
I had a lot of respect for Braden.
Right up until he showed up.
He did. And wide open on the pass, Leach, layup good. On the inbounds, Leach gets it to tie us up at 29 with 1:25 to play in the third quarter. Van Meter in between the circles. Bounce pass left wing to Narvaez. Narvaez into Perkins on the left block, blocked out of bounds by Leach, and Leach is going to pick up a foul. For Leach, that is her fourth. That is a big foul, and it's going to send Sydney Perkins, one of Grayson County's better players, to the free throw line to shoot 2 to try and give the Lady Cougars the lead back with 1:14 left in the third quarter. First one, Perkins, short.
Yeah, I think that was her legs right there, Sam. She kind of didn't take a very good bend at her knees and left it short.
This is where if you're Sydney, too, I would have been fine if she'd have walked to the half-court line, taken a deep breath, gone back, been like, I've made thousands of these in my life, and she makes that one. She's got 5 points, 6 away from 1,000. Grayson County's got the 1-point advantage with 1:10 left in quarter number 3. Willoughby fights through a screen on that left wing. Up top on the drive at the right elbow, kicking it off. 3 far side by Skaggs. It's an air ball, and caught like a wide receiver is Bree Jones. Maybe your dad should try her on the football field. 50 seconds left in the third quarter. 30-29, Grayson County on top by 1. Bounce pass to Blanton on the left side. Up top to Narvaez.
Looks like they're running the flex set right here.
Left wing Perkins, 3, got it!
Got it.
3 by Sydney Perkins. 3 points away from 1,000. And Grayson County, more importantly, has a 4-point advantage.
Yeah, you'd like to think that Butler County's going to hold for the last shot right here.
Bounce pass inside to Wilson. She might have gotten away with a walk. Tries to feed it down to Skaggs, who then walks with it. 16.4 on the clock in the third quarter. And Steven, you know what I'm feeling right now? Buzzer beating 3. Sydney Perkins for 1,000 here at the end of this third quarter of play.
That would be cool.
10 seconds left in the third quarter of play. 33-29. Grayson County has the lead. 5 seconds and counting. Jones up top to Narvaez with 3 seconds. With 2 seconds, bounce pass into Perkins. It's deflected and taken away. Not a good possession to end the half, but Grayson County leads 33-29 at the end of the third quarter of play. This is Lady Cougar basketball on K105.
Some days are just better than others.
I think you should go talk to someone.
It's not that easy.
Have you been thinking about suicide? You can talk to me, Dad.
It's been a tough couple of months.
Connection builds community. It grows the minds of future citizens and leaders. Connection teaches. It encourages. It builds confidence through relationships, through partnerships, through small daily acts, through high-impact programs at all levels. Connection says together, we can.
The one thing I know about Grayson County Schools, when you get the right people going in the right direction, anything's possible.
We are GC Connected.
Grayson County is a 4 points, the 12th district regular season first matchup between Grayson County and Butler County. Stephen, I might need to go down there and play a little bit. I'm feeling like the energy here.
Well, I think if you did, they'd call a foul on you.
It's been a couple of those.
Must be something at the Bear Den tonight. Got a lot of pink. The girls on the bench are wearing T-shirts with pink. The cheerleaders have pink pom-poms. A lot of the student sections in pink. I would assume that's breast cancer awareness.
33-29. Grayson County nearly throws the ball away as they start this fourth quarter with the ball in the 4-point lead. Trying to pick up a big win on the road and put themselves in the driver's seat of the number 1 seed in this district. Deep three for 1,000 for Perkins. It's an air ball. Jones with the rebound for Grayson, and it's ripped away by Wilson. Here come the Lady Bears up the far side of the floor. It's a 4-point lead for Grayson. 7.5 left of the fourth quarter of play.
A lot of times you'll see a quick jump ball, and right there, probably.
Inside shot is missed by Butler County, and what's the call?
Foul on Allie. That's her fourth.
That is Allie's fourth. She has not scored today. Teams first to the fourth quarter of play. That second stat I just said is going to be the one to watch. Team fouls.
Yep.
To see when these teams are going to start shooting free throws. Butler's got to get it in, and they do just ahead of the clock to Wilson, who drives downhill off the right side. Shots missed. Green with a rebound. Outlet pass to Van Meter, who bobbles. She needs to find a guard and gives it to Jones. 7:10 to go. Grayson County up by 4. Been a good game. It's been mucky, but hotly contested.
Yeah, highly competitive, and exactly what you want to see in the district.
Left wing down inside to Jennings, blocked out of bounds by Wilson. It'll stay here. Sam Gormley and Stephen Smith with you. 6:57 to go in this game. Grayson County leads by 4 points. Bounce pass into the far corner to Jones. Jones, an outlet to Perkins, 3 up top. Good! 1,000 points for Sydney Perkins, and Grayson County leads by 7 points. She becomes the first Lady Cougar to score for 1,000 since Rachel Snyder, and Grayson County leads by 7. Bounce pass on the inside, falling down, and a foul is going to be called. Congratulations to Sydney, her 1,000th career points.
Yeah, that's a great milestone at any level, boys, girls, high school, college, regardless of what it is. So congratulations to Sydney Perkins tonight on passing that milestone.
Up top.
Going to be over and back.
And it's deflected, and it is over and back, and it's going to go back towards Grayson County here. 6:31 to play in the fourth quarter, and Stephen, this is a huge possession, I think, for the Lady Cougars. You're up 7. You got to try and find a way.
You know, Sam, you're up 7, but it doesn't feel like you're up 7. It feels more like it's a 2 or 3 point game right now, as highly contested as it's been.
It's been mucky. There's no other way to describe it than that.
I don't want to give away a scouting report, but Sam, I've been thinking I need to talk to Coach Mack if he could put a wrinkle on this side out of bounds play that they do. Well, I'm just going to quit talking.
He might appreciate that too.
Yeah.
Hand off pass to Perkins.
Oh, may have
she
been
was fouled.
Yeah.
No
I
whistle.
think so.
36-29, 6:23 left in the fourth quarter. Perkins. Bounce pass back to Blanton. Blanton drives down the right side. Nice take by Blanton, but it's blocked out of bounds by Wilson.
You know, and that's the other thing. You've got Sydney, obviously, she's not playing to score all these points, but that's got to be in the back of her mind. And now she gets that gone and maybe be able to play a little bit more free now.
Now we have a foul called on Wilson, I believe. For Wilson, that is her third. Teams first. It's going to stay, though, here with Grayson County.
Trying to get an update here on the Evanston-Whitesville game, but unable to get...
I'll try it as the ball's thrown in. Handoff pass to Perkins. Perkins on the left wing, 36-29. 6:05 to play in the fourth quarter. Van Meter deep on the right side, over to the far side. You might see a little bit more of this stall ball for Grayson County. You saw that a lot against Edmondson last Friday evening. Perkins, pass deflected out of bounds. It'll stay here.
The scary thing about that to me, Sam, is exactly what happened right there. The girls, they get tired of running around and they start reaching. It's pretty easy to deflect the ball right there, and you might have a turnover pretty easily there.
Into the backcourt, Van Meter. 36-29. Lady Cougars have the 7-point advantage. Perkins going to back it off. She just scored her 1,000th career points just a moment ago. Left wing, Jennings. Up top, deflected. Van Meter's going to keep it alive. It's back, though, to Butler County. Down the right side. Layup missed. Wilson rebound. Put back. No good. Fight for the loose ball. Saved in by Grayson. Perkins saves it into Jennings. She's double teamed and fouled from behind. It's on Wilson. That'll be her fourth.
I don't think the Butler County side liked it, but that was a good call from where we were able to see.
And here's the thing, too. If you're Grayson County, what Mike McClintock needs to tell is your update of that game. Edmondson leads 35-18 at the end of the third quarter against Whitesville Trinity. Remember, you have timeouts.
Yeah.
Don't be afraid to call that. You've got 3 of them. You cannot, they don't carry over to Tuesday when you play, or tomorrow when you play Hancock
County down at the Sports Center. That's exactly right.
World famous Sports Center. You got to make sure you mention that part.
World famous in its own mind, I guess.
36-29, 5:04 to play in the fourth quarter. Left wing, Van Meter. Inside to Jennings. Jennings curls back, bounce pass back up top to Blanton. Over to the left wing to Perkins, 4:50 to go. Grayson County playing keep away. Now from Butler County with a 7-point lead. Bounce pass up top. Jennings is fouled by Wilson. And that is it for Ava Wilson. That is 5 on Ava Wilson.
Wow.
I'll tell you what, if I'm Lexi Belcher, I don't know why she was in the game.
Yeah, you probably should have taken her out right there. You know, and if I'm Coach McClintock right here, even though I don't agree with the stall ball, you have to be telling your girls, listen, you're going to have to be strong because they're going to get tired of running around chasing you, and they're going to foul you. So if you're strong with the ball, still a couple of fouls away from the bonus, but you definitely have to be really strong with the ball. And
Maddie Jones will come into the game.
And I just said strong 4 times.
That's why you get the big bucks, Stephen. How about Coach Mack out there? He's mopping his sideline.
Was watching a UK game the other night, and one of the cheerleaders brought Jay Billis the ice cream. I don't know if we've got anybody in the house that's listening, but I wouldn't mind to have.
3 far side by Perkins. It's missed. Up the far side of the floor goes Butler County. Bounce pass in, taken away by Jennings for the Lady Cougars. 36-29, 4:33 to go in the game. Lady Cougars up by 7, 36-29. 4:25 to go in the ball game. Lady Cougars trying to put themselves in the driver's seat in this 12th district.
I don't know how many points Wilson ended up with, but most notably the rebounds that she was getting.
12
points, probably had that many rebounds or more.
Perkins might have been fouled up top, no whistle. Crossing it to Perkins. Butler County expanding their defense. Skaggs hand off to Jennings, 4 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. Jones will do a handoff pass now to Van Meter. Van Meter up top, handoff pass to Perkins. Loose ball, Jones comes down with it for Grayson as City gets up the floor, and now Butler County diving after is Bailey Moore. And I'll tell you, that very close, Stephen, could have been intentional because there was no play on the ball. That was more of looking like a linebacker coming across the middle.
Yeah, she was a little tic-tacky a couple times.
And I don't really know why Lexi Belcher's upset at all. That's about as epitome of a foul as you're going to get.
And if you'll notice right now, Coach Mack is going to be playing to that. Maybe give the referee, put a little sugar in his ear right now.
Man, you're calling such a great game.
Yeah. You haven't missed a call all night. Can't pick the ball up that far away from the basket.
Perkins is body checked up top. Butler County foul. I don't really know why the fans are upset, Stephen. That was
looked like a hip check to me.
It is, and that's 3 on Skaggs. And that's free throws for Grayson. And Perkins is slow to get up after the play.
like I was saying, Sam, you got to be strong with the ball, and now you got to hit your free throws because you believe as the clock continues to tick down, there's going to be a whole lot more of these fouls.
Perkins to shoot 2. She's already got 1,000 today.
Not in this game. That'd be a record.
Listen, that would be impressive. She's got 1,001 for her career, though.
There you go.
And now she's got 1,002 more than I ever scored. And we have a timeout taken by Mike McClintock. 38-29, Lady Cougars lead, 3:35 to go. This is Lady Cougar basketball on K105.
No matter what you're up against, we have your back.
We are United Way.
We are neighbors helping neighbors.
In communities around the world, when disaster strikes, we get you back on your feet.
We help children build brighter futures.
We've been here for over 135 years.
But now, our work is more important than ever.
Join us.
Join your neighbors.
Join United Way.
38-29, Grayson County leads by 9 points in this game. Stephen, we were talking about the World Famous Sports Center. See, somebody has written in and agreed with us, the World Famous Sports Center, but I don't know where he's went, but there was just a legend of the World Famous Sports Center sitting over here a second ago.
There was just what?
A legend from the World Famous Sports Center.
Okay.
One Travis Johnston.
Ah, yeah.
Played a couple of years at Kentucky Wesleyan.
There you go.
And there's nobody who loves the Sports Center more than Travis Johnston.
Yeah, for sure. Sam, we talked about it earlier, and I don't think we've got a camera that's moving around tonight. But if you look, not too many empty seats right now, definitely on the Butler County side. And it looks like the Grayson County side is filled in pretty well too. Maybe a few open seats right behind us, behind the student section, and you're probably doing that because you don't want the parents want to get as far away from the kids as they can.
In fact, Stephen, here, look at me go. I'll show it off there. There's a look at the crowd right now. As it is Butler County ball. They have it. Inside, basket good by Skaggs. Lady Bears still in this game. It's a 7-point lead, 38-31, 3:10 to go. You're in this situation for Grayson County. No turnovers, make your free throws, and you're going to win on the road.
Yep, I agree.
Handoff pass to Jones at the top of the key. Jones back to Perkins, and Perkins is fouled. Bailey Moore will pick up her fourth. I'll tell you, Moore is very aggressive.
Yeah, and not really, don't want to speak bad against the kid, but not really the type of aggression that you want to see.
And good on Sydney. She's not letting her emotions get the best.
Walks to the free throw line and gets ready to get set.
First free throw good by Sydney. Remember, Lady Cougars will be back in action tomorrow afternoon, 3:15 from the world famous Owensboro Sports Center. Second free throw, no good, off the back of the iron. Long rebound chased down by Taylor Leach for Butler County. Angles back towards the middle, almost dropped, and that's a foul on Sydney. And that's a good call.
Yeah, you could see that coming right there. Really, the better thing for Sydney would have done to have been sprint back, get your defense set up right there. Because really that far out, the player's not a threat to score. They were between half court and the top of the key right there. So kind of a mental lapse maybe right there.
And if you're Grayson, you don't want to foul either. That's going to put them at the line.
You don't want to put them at the line, and you don't want the clock to stop.
Exactly. Leach drives in, loses the ball out of bounds, and it'll stay here for Butler County. Maybe it was deflected. There was no complaint from anybody a little closer, so I assume it was the right call.
Yeah, Sutton Van Meter I don't think liked it, but she may have been the one that hit it too.
Butler's got to get it in. They throw it to the left side to Moore. Moore slides to the free throw line as she gives it back to Leach. 39-31, Grayson County leads Butler County. 2.5 left in the fourth quarter of play. Over on the far side, bounce pass to the right block, splitting defenders, misses the shot, put back Skaggs, good. Timeout Butler County. 39-33, 2:23 to go. We'll take it with them. This is Lady Cougar basketball on K105.
Are you looking for the best building materials in Litchfield? Look no further than Future Designs Building Materials. The builder's choice on Quarry Road has everything you need to build your dream home. Jim writes, "I'm so glad I came to Future Designs for my new roof. The staff was so helpful and knowledgeable, and they made sure I got the right materials for my needs. Thanks, Jim." Future Designs is more than just a building materials store. Future Designs Building Materials on Quarry Road in Litchfield. FDBM.net.
Building on experience.
This is Cougar Basketball on K105.
I thought they called a full timeout, Steven, but they only took a 30. 2:23 to go in this game. Grayson County trying to survive on the road against a talented Butler County team that has not lost in district play yet this year. Lady Cougars pass the ball into Sydney Perkins. Perkins up the near side of the floor. Back now to Van Meter. Lady Cougars going back to a little bit of this stall ball, forcing the Lady Bears to foul.
Yeah, Sam, I keep getting nervous. They've got an extra line on each side of their half court, and I keep thinking we're getting it over and back, but I don't know what that line would be for.
I don't know.
Out of bounds for the half, for having two courts in the half court.
Perkins to Blanton, loose ball. Butler County's got it. 1:48 to go. It's a 6-point game. 39-33. Deep three. Leach in and out.
Oh.
Perkins gets the loose ball for Grayson County. Perkins right up the middle of the floor. Bump from behind. Bumped a second time, and Butler County has it. Loose ball out of bounds. Going to stay here. At least it should. And there's the whistle.
Good hustle there. 32, is that Miller?
That is Addison Miller.
Yeah, good hustle right there by her. Just wasn't able to get the ball, and I'd like for her to watch the big girl's knee over there on the side. But
Perkins, step back three in the corner. Got it! That might be a dagger.
Yeah, that's a big one, Sam. Definitely, well, that's just a big shot.
Sydney Perkins has 17, if I can count right. 42-33, 1:18 left to go in the game. Driving in, dumping it into the near corner to Hunt. She bobbled the pass, was able to get it back. Leach drives, bounce pass to the left block. Shots missed by Skaggs, ripped away on the rebound by Jennings. She has a Butler County player at her feet. The player's slow to get up after the play, and they can't stop the play, and now they are going to stop the play. As behind it, Mike McClintock's probably not thrilled, and I hate it. This is always one of these things at Skaggs.
Yeah.
But Grayson County was having it down, and Lady Cougar fans aren't happy. And
the only thing about it is she's holding her head, so that might be the reason why that they stopped when they did.
And I hope Skaggs is okay, but
regardless of what the call is, you just hope she's okay.
And it appears that she is.
Yeah.
I think she just bonked her head.
But she does have to come out of the game.
She does. Mike McClintock, too, is able to take it to allow for a little 30-second timeout of sorts. 9-point Grayson County lead, 1:01 to go. And what was the call?
He was pointing at the out-of-bounds line.
Did Jones step out of bounds when she ran?
Well, she may have, but who cares? I mean, she was nowhere near the ball. I mean, there's nothing that says
I don't know that I've ever seen that.
Step out of bounds. As long as she doesn't touch the ball first after she's been out of bounds.
Unless it's a made basket. In that case, you can.
Yeah.
Leach, handoff pass, free throw line, into the corner, Leach, left wing three, got it. Big one for Butler County. 47.2 on the clock. 42-33, Grayson County, for 42-36 rather. Grayson County up by 6, 47.2. And Steven, this is where you're just drawing it up and you're looking at that bench and you're saying, Peyton Bowman, you played a couple of seconds, you're going to hit your free throws and get in the game right now.
Yeah, that's the most important thing right now is getting all 5 players that are on the floor for the Lady Cougars right now have to be really good free throw shooters.
42-36, Grayson County leads. Mike McClintock still asking for an explanation about that last play. That was really weird.
Yeah,
that's the only way to describe it.
Yeah, I don't know what that call was. Give me a run down and see what I can find out.
Yeah, please do.
Trey Cook, run down on the floor.
This is where we need our sideline reporter, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we've got to volunteer for that, but
I don't know that the world is big enough to have him on this microphone as well. Greenwood leads Bowling Green girls basketball with 22 seconds left. That's an upset by 3 points. Central Hardin in girls basketball leads 28-24 at the end of the third quarter in girls. LaRue County and boys up 9 on Caverna at the end of the first quarter of play. Owensboro Catholic comes back to defeat Davis County 64-60. That is a final score from the Sports Center. And Edmonson County leads Whitesville Trinity 35-18 at the end of the third quarter of play. Out of the timeout, Grayson County has the ball. They pass it in and taken away by Leach. Play up, no good, in and out it pops. Long rebound chased down. Jennings has it in the corner. Call a timeout if you're Grayson, and instead it's a foul. Yeah. No, are they going to waive it? They're going to call timeout, or are they going to say foul? They're going to say timeouts. And Mike McClintock only has full timeouts.
I don't know how much time's left, but I got another update. Edmonson County 37, Whitesville Trinity 25.
Tell you what, you got to give that Raider team credit. They played Butler County close at home. They played Grayson County close at home. They played Edmonson County close at home.
Yeah. One of the things we were talking about, Sam, last night is they never gave up. They kept fighting to the very end. Even with the record that they have, now 1-17, they continue to be hard throughout the game.
Remember to join us for game number 2 of our doubleheader. Grayson County 3-0 in 12th district play takes on Butler County 3-0 in district play.
Again, right now, Sam, I think if you got in the huddle with Coach Mike McClintock, what he would be saying is you know they're going to be smacking at you. You know they're going to try to be shooting lanes. So, number one, you have to make good passes. When you catch the ball, you got to be strong with it. And then when you get fouled, you got to be ready to step up there and hit your free throws.
On the floor, Jones, Jennings, Blainton, Perkins, Van Meter. It's probably safe to say this is probably their best free throw shooting lineup.
Yeah. I don't know what percentage she's shooting. It seemed like Allie had been doing a little bit better on the last few games of knocking down her free throws.
Jennings, 71%.
Okay, well, I stand corrected. Good job.
Yeah, that'll get it done. Bounce pass into Jones up the near side of the floor with 37 seconds and counting down to Blanton on the left side, blocked and fouled. And free throws will come. Blanton will go to the line to shoot 2.
Butler County was wanting a walk right there on Isabel. I was really more surprised that they weren't fussing over the call, because up top she was clean. She may have got her on the body, but looked like it was a clean block to me.
Both officials called it, which does usually mean something. Isabel makes the first. That makes it a 3-possession game. That one is huge.
Yeah, I think right now the next stop you get seals the game for the Lady Cougars.
43-36, second one. Good, both of them good by Isabel Blanton. Huge free throws for the Lady Cougars. They're up. Clock is not rolling. The clock. Yeah, they're going to wave the 3 off. Yeah. How about that? Leach hits the 3. The clock never started rolling, so the 3 is going to be waved off.
Yeah, that's the
and that's the right call.
That is the right call. Sorry if I just screamed in everybody's ear because I was trying to scream clock.
And the Butler County fans are mad. It looks like it was a clock malfunction, too.
Because some time did come off.
And they're trying to call the official over the clock operator and say that the clock ended up moving, but it's not going to work that way.
Regardless, I don't think there's any way that they can count that 3 right now.
Lexi Belcher looking at the clock operator. They're pointing at the score, or they're asking maybe how much time. The clock operator now yelling at the official. And Steven, have you ever seen a clock operator get a technical?
At a middle school game last.
Really?
Not the clock operator, but the person that was keeping book.
Actually, I think I've heard about this.
The middle school, Grayson County against Breckenridge County, the official scorekeeper was ejected from the game.
Official timeout now. They might be putting some more time on the clock. 44-36, 25.8 on the clock. Now Mike McClintock is wanting an explanation as to what's happening.
Sam, this is one of those times, regardless of anything, you want the officials to get it right. It looks like they maybe are going to put a little bit more.
And if you put 35 on the clock, I'd be fine with that.
I don't think they're going to put 6 minutes like they have up there right now, but
I don't think anybody wants that.
No.
After we were at Whitesville Trinity until 37.4. Now, that might be a little strong, but I'm okay. Let's play. Let's play ball, if anything
exactly
else.
Right. Let's just throw it out there.
Everybody's happy now. Leach up top with the right hand deep on the right wing. Swings it off left side. Driving in is Willoughby inside the lane. Basket good by Willoughby. Timeout on the floor. taken by Butler County, 44-38, 28.5. And again, Steven, you're in this scenario. Make your free throws and get out of here with a win.
Obviously, you want to stop them every time, but them hitting a jumper in the lane is not nearly as bad as knocking down a three-pointer. So
well, and at the
you
same
can
time,
almost live with that.
If you keep making your free throws, it doesn't matter anyways.
Yeah,
you're trading 2 for 2.
You're exactly right. Yep.
And if you're Grayson, you don't want to foul, and really you don't want to allow them to have threes.
Yep. You don't want to foul, and you want to be ready to step up there and hit your free throws. And so far, I don't know what we're shooting percentage-wise. Just here as I scan over, it doesn't look like we've missed very many.
So it looks like Grayson County's missed 3 free throws in this game, and they've taken 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
15.
Looks like about 19. They're 19. About 16 of 19. That's a very, very, very quick count, though.
Yeah, in a district tournament as highly contested as it is, with the emotions as high as they are, I think Coach McClintock would take 16 for 19 on most nights. Again, that's an unofficial stat, but it's pretty close.
Yeah, and that was a very quick count. We'll get you a more accurate one as the game goes along.
Was it Miss Connie Elmore last night that made the comment about the jump balls?
That was Dorothy Stevenson.
Okay, Dorothy Stevenson. Well, we want to give a shout out to Dorothy Stevenson tonight. The official count on jump balls is at 7.
7 right now, and that is official too. And we haven't had one in the second half.
I think you're right.
24 seconds and counting to go.
Gotta get
Jones
it over.
up the far side of the floor. She does break the timeline with 18 seconds. Butler County's got a foul, and Van Meter is fouled. And again, when Bailey Moore fouls, Steven, she ain't afraid to foul, and that'll be it for her. That'll be her 5th.
She gets her money's worth for sure right there. But credit to Sutton. She did wrap her up pretty good right there. Sutton simply dropped the ball, walked to the free throw line, and is ready to shoot.
Van Meter at 11 points in the first half, none in the second. 1 free throw might ice it, and she hits it. Again, if you just joined us, Sydney Perkins for Grayson County earlier today had her 1,000th career point on a big three-pointer.
Seems fitting, doesn't it, that she would cross the 1,000 mark with a 3?
Both of them good by Van Meter, 8-point game. If you're Grayson, don't foul.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Let that clock keep running. If
Van
they
Meter,
get a layup, let them have it.
Leach kicks it into the corner. That's an
Long
18-footer. Good by Skaggs. It is a long 2. And Butler County's going to take another timeout. Might be just a 30. I've lost track of the timeouts. 8 seconds to go. If you're Butler, it is a full timeout.
Probably as the coach right now, if they didn't get a quick foul, you want to go ahead and stop the clock to set up your defense. Number one, you want to go for the steal. But number two, if you don't get the steal, you just start smacking because you're trying to foul. But sometimes if you're smacking, you might be able to knock the ball loose.
Yeah, because right now, 8 seconds left. You almost can't foul. Like, you're getting to the point now where time is just going to run out in this. Again, game 2 of our doubleheader will follow after this one. Cougar boys and the Butler boys. Butler County boasts one of the top scoring duos in this third region with Ty Price and Lawson Rice. Grayson County boasts a good freshman duo in Jack Logston and spent an excellent basketball game. Out of the timeout, Blanton, Van Meter, Perkins, Jones on the floor for the Lady Cougars along with Blanton. And what's the issue?
Don't know. Referee is looking.
Oh, the clock. There we go.
Okay. Wait until the.
8 seconds to go. Van Meter into Jones. And they aren't going to foul. Jones weaves through with 4 seconds, with 3 seconds. That's it.
Just stand there.
Grayson County wins the game by a final score of 46-40. The Lady Cougars have won their 5th straight game, and they move into the number 1 seed of the 12th district standings as we speak. Get your final score, Grayson County 46, Butler County 40. This is Lady Cougar basketball on K105.
For the more than 1 million people living with Parkinson's disease, the Parkinson's Foundation celebrates movement at Moving Day, a movement toward life-saving resources, movement toward advancing research and care, movement toward a better life. We care. We fight. We move to beat Parkinson's. Move with us at movingdaywalk.org.
Do you need help paying for college? Your first step is completing a FAFSA, free application for federal student aid. The 24-25 FAFSA will be available in late December 2023 and is more user-friendly. More students will be eligible for aid than ever before. Kia counselors and others are ready to help you. 928-8926. Or you can visit gearupky.org/money.
No matter what you're up against, we have your back.
We are United Way.
We are neighbors helping neighbors.
In communities around the world, when disaster strikes, we get you back on your feet.
We help children build brighter futures.
We've been here for over 135 years.
But now, our work is more important than ever.
Join us.
Join your neighbors.
Join United Way.
Look around your home, and there's probably something that was made right here in Litchfield. Leggett & Platt is a worldwide corporation making a wide range of products, including sofa sleeper and reclining hardware assemblies here at home. A portion of your Ashley, Lazy Boy, or England furniture might have been made by one of your neighbors. Join the Leggett & Platt team today. We're a one-shift operation with competitive wages. Our motto is, we work hard so you can rest easy. Leggett & Platt is an equal opportunity, affirmative action, veteran and disability employer.
The governor has declared a state of emergency, and evacuation is now underway as the storm approaches. The National Weather Service has issued a warning as it monitors the storm. Move to the following counties therefore should seek.
Convoy of Hope is ready to help you prepare for the next storm. Visit convoy.org/prepare.
Are you looking for the best building materials in Litchfield? Look no further than Future Designs Building Materials. The builder's choice on Quarry Road has everything you need to build your dream home. Jim writes, I'm so glad I came to Future Designs for my new roof. The staff was so helpful and knowledgeable, and they made sure I got the right materials for my needs. Thanks, Jim. Future Designs is more than just a building materials store. Future Designs Building Materials on Quarry Road in Litchfield. FDBM.net.
Building on experience.
Here's a simple truth about higher education.
If pursuing your purpose, doing what you really care about matters.
If having a rewarding career matters.
If a better financial future for you and your family matters.
Then higher education matters. A brighter future is within your reach. Find out how at kyhigheredmatters.org. Brought to you by this station and the Kentucky Broadcasters Association.
Welcome back here to Butler County High School, where Stephen, I've got a couple of great news to bring you. First piece of good news, Braden Mudd has gotten rid of that awful jersey. That's the best news. Sydney Perkins crosses 1,000 points for her career, and the Lady Cougars are in first place in the 12th district.
Yeah, all of that. I mean, I don't really care about the football.
The first one is the most important one to me.
Yeah, I don't think I have the angst that you do against the Steelers, but certainly a great night for Sydney. Congratulations to her on a great career. And the opportunity to continue that through the rest of the season here in her senior year. But again, the biggest thing is that Grayson County Lady Cougars are leading the district right now.
If you look at it, Grayson County now is 3-1 in the 12th district. Butler County is 3-1 as well, but because of that win, Lady Cougars are in first place in that 12th district. Technically, if the tournament ended today, or if the season ended today, it would be Grayson County against Whitesville Trinity in the first round of the district. And it would be Edmondson County against Butler County. And I think if you're Grayson, and again, by no means am I trying to make a slight at Whitesville Trinity, you want that game. You do not want to play Edmondson or Butler, either one. Because they're, and listen, Whitesville Trinity's shown, though, that they can compete with anybody.
Yeah, I agree with you. Again, no disrespect to them, but definitely you want to be getting that one seed, feeling like your chances against Whitesville Trinity are a whole lot better.
Grayson County 46, Butler County 40 is the game here, the final score of this one. They're right now introducing the first Hall of Fame class, I believe, for Butler County High School. So because of that, it's going to be a little bit of an extended in between the games. But coming up in between the two games, we are going to talk to Coach Mack and introduce you to game number 2 of our doubleheader between the boys and of these two, the Bears and the Cougars. We'll take a break. Come back with more after this. Again, your final score, Grayson County 46, Butler County 40. This is Lady Cougar basketball on K105.
Are you looking for the best building materials in Litchfield? Look no further than Future Designs Building Materials. The builder's choice on Quarry Road has everything you need to build your dream home. Jim writes, I'm so glad I came to Future Designs for my new roof. The staff was so helpful and knowledgeable, and they made sure I got the right materials for my needs. Thanks, Jim. Future Designs is more than just a building materials store. Future Designs Building Materials on Quarry Road in Litchfield. FDBM.net.
Building on experience.
We had an MRI, and then all of a sudden this doctor comes in and he says to us, we have the potential here for a catastrophic event.
And he looked scared.
He looked terrified. And he's like, we got to operate now. It just all changed. Life changed.
Bryce is one of the 47 children per day who are diagnosed with cancer. Today's treatments aren't enough. To watch the rest of Bryce's story, visit childrenscancer.org/story.
The doctor said I had a 29% chance to find a blood stem cell donor. But I knew you were out there. And when we matched, it was the best day ever. Dear donor, your blood stem cells saved me from leukemia. Thank you forever and ever and ever.
Experience the true joy of saving a life at BeTheMatch.org.
Hi, I'm Dr. Ashley Gabbard, internal medicine physician with Owensboro Health. I'd like to talk with women 40 and over about having annual mammograms, even if there is no history of breast cancer in your family. Early detection provides women a strong advantage in fighting breast cancer. Ask your primary care provider for a referral and schedule your screening online at owensborohealth.org/mammogram.
This is Cougar Basketball on K105.
Welcome back here to Butler County High School, where it is the Lady Cougars who defeat Butler County tonight by a final score of 46-40. I'm sure we'll be joined by Coach Mack here in just a few moments to get his thoughts on this. In fact, Stephen, I'll even try and see if I can't work on getting an extra headset so you don't even have to take yours off as we're talking here.
Yeah.
But I think this game for Grayson County, you've got to be absolutely thrilled. If anything else, you looked better than you did last night.
Yep.
But again, more importantly, you won.
You won, and that in no way, I don't think anybody would think that that's the best that we can play. So to be able to still be off a little bit, but still come out with a victory, that's a good sign for this team. And really an important time of the year, Sam, rolling in here to got district tournament here in 3 weeks?
Yes. Yeah, you're coming up here in almost even less than that. In fact, Coach Mack is going to look like he's going to come up. And look at us, Stephen, here. We're going to have it here in just a moment is we're going to leave our headsets on and have Coach Mack come talk to us right here on air. And I'm going to leave it on for you. And I know Kaylor, during football season, will always ask a question. Coach Jones demanded that. I'm not sure if Coach Mack will demand a question from you. Coach, can you hear me?
No. Yeah, I can. Well, yeah.
Let's try and turn that down. Coach, we're on air right now.
Okay.
I can turn you up a little bit. Is that better?
Yeah, that's fine.
Let's first start. Sydney Perkins. I'm going to turn that here.
All right.
1,000 career points.
I'm very happy for her.
That's a great accomplishment.
She got most of them before I got here, so just a great. She deserves it. She's had great teammates that have gotten her the ball where she can score, and she's a hard worker. She's a great round, and she kind of rubs off on the other ones, so it's great.
It seems like it just makes sense that she hit it on a three as well.
Yes, yeah.
One of the things we were talking about, Coach Mack, right before you walked up here, I think all of us would agree that we can play better than we did tonight.
Yes, sir.
Obviously, we can play better than we did last night.
I hope, yes.
But both games, we still came out with a win.
Yes.
Talk to that a little bit.
Well, the things about the game tonight and last night, I think, Stephen, is we got in a hole early. You know, I think we were down 9-2 tonight before we turned it up a little bit, and the girls responded. I mean, they're the ones doing it. I'm just over there, you know, saying let's go, and by golly, they do it. And they're a great bunch to coach. I mean, we got girls injured, you know that, but they show up every time, and they're right there with us during practice. They don't miss practice. They do their job. I'm proud of them.
You fell behind 9-2 early, and you called that 30-second timeout, and then immediately Sutton hits 2 straight threes. Was your message just, hey, Sutton hit 2 threes right now? Or what was your message to your team during that timeout?
We better clean it up a little bit and start playing a little better, but she picked us up at those, you know, got us on a roll, and that was great. So, no, it wasn't no strategy for me. Like I'm telling them girls, I could be stuck in the locker room and they could come out here and play. You know, the Joneses do a great job, but I'm just, you know, I just kind of give them an idea and they do it. You know, and they do a lot of things on their own, which is credit to them. I'm so proud of them. I'm the luckiest coach in the world, I'm telling you.
We talked in the pregame. I thought one of the biggest keys of this game was going to be free throws.
Yes.
And I back up, but at very quick count early, I think it was 16 of 19. From the free throw line. You look at Butler County, they were probably about 50%. You win by 6. It's not rocket science, is it?
No.
Free throws win games.
Yes.
Especially in the 12th district.
I'm telling you, Sam, like I told you in our pregame, that running sprints when you miss a free throw makes a difference. They remember that, believe me.
Didn't help him.
Well.
Did it?
I don't know. He's a lot younger than I am. We about ended up going to the same school, though. That'd been fun. But I'm a lot older than him, and I was gone. So.
Yeah, that was the thing I was going to be. Probably somewhere around, let's just say 17 for 21. I think if you do that, especially in a big game like this, you've got a pretty loud crowd. Butler County is getting into it the whole time.
Right.
The girls were able to stay poised. They were able to go up the line. Got a little tic-tacky, got some smacking, got a couple fouls on the other side that they hit us pretty hard there, but credit to the girls for keeping their mind focused and being able to hit those free throws.
I mean, that was a good team. They're a good team. I mean, Lexi does a great job coaching them, and, you know, we had to play well to get the win, so that's what I'm happy about, and hopefully it carries over. We got another game tomorrow, and, you know, then it's like I just told the girls, our practices the rest of the year will mainly be shooting practices because we play, off, play, off, play, off, play. So they're in excellent shape. I'm proud of them.
I got 2 more quick things for you here. First off, Grayson County Lady Cougars are in first place in the 12th district.
Yes.
How's that sound?
It sounds great. We just hope it's there in another week.
You got a couple big ones. Tomorrow, you picked up a game at the Owensboro Sports Center, world famous, in case you didn't know that.
Yeah, I've heard that several times.
It's, everybody wants to play there.
Yeah.
I heard they had a guard one time that came from here, went there.
Yeah.
From Grayson County. I think he shot just way too much, right?
Yeah, I don't know if he knows what PASS spells. I mean, pass is not in his vocabulary.
I wish he was listening right now. We'll make sure that he goes back and listens.
Yeah, you might show him this because he'll love it.
Hancock County, though, tomorrow. They just get back one of their best players in Lily Roberts. I'm trying to remember now some of the other names.
There's a House.
I was going to say House or Poole. One of the 2 graduated last year, and the other one came back. They're a really talented team. We'll talk before the game tomorrow. But how do you carry over? 3 games in 3 days is not easy.
No, but we're not going to change our – I mean, we had to make some adjustments tonight to go man. But we're going to stay in our same routine and make adjustments as we go because, like I said, credit to our girls. They pick stuff up quick and go with it. Now, I mean, we make mistakes, and we're going to. I make mistakes. I make too many mistakes. But somehow they make me look smart sometimes, you know. So I got to pat them on the back.
Coach, congrats on the big win.
Hey,
we'll talk to you tomorrow.
Enjoy talking to you guys.
That's Coach Mack. More comes up after this.
No matter what you're up against, we have your back.
We are United Way.
We are neighbors, helping neighbors.
In communities around the world, when disaster strikes, we get you back on your feet.
We help children build brighter futures.
We've been here for over 135 years.
But now, our work is more important than ever.
Join us.
Join your neighbors.
Join United Way.
We had an MRI, and then all of a sudden this doctor comes in and he says to us, we have the potential here for a catastrophic event.
And he looked scared.
He looked terrified. And he's like, we got to operate now. It just all changed. Life changed.
Bryce is one of the 47 children per day who are diagnosed with cancer. Today's treatments aren't enough. To watch the rest of Bryce's story, visit childrenscancer.org/story.
For the more than 1 million people living with Parkinson's disease, the Parkinson's Foundation celebrates movement at Moving Day. A movement toward life-saving resources. Movement toward advancing research and care. Movement toward a better life. We care. We fight. We move to beat Parkinson's. Move with us at movingdaywalk.org.
Here's a simple truth about higher education.
If pursuing your purpose, doing what you really care about matters.
If having a rewarding career matters.
If a better financial future for you and your family matters.
Then higher education matters. A brighter future is within your reach. Find out how at kyhigheredmatters.org. Brought to you by this station and the Kentucky Broadcasters Association.
This is Cougar Basketball on K105.
Grayson County Lady Cougars defeat Butler County tonight. We'll take if you're watching on K105 Digital Productions, that stream will end and a new one will begin. Again, your final score, Lady Cougars 46, Butler County 40. The boys game is next. This is Cougar Basketball on K105.